Mm-hmm.
Okay. Need a bit of whiskey. First taste of whiskey during the day.
You mean night?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Incoming
Well,
host.
it is still a day.
Oh yeah, today, all right.
Yeah. It's like, no, but it doesn't stop being, Friday. It doesn't suddenly turn Friday night.
Why? It does become a Saturday at one point.
Oh, yeah. Later. Okay, so the previous evening ended with everyone sat in a room, fucking practically having a nice little picnic in one of the rooms. And Stephen comes back, explains that he doesn't want to be with the party, but he was told to come back, which was very suspicious. Told everyone that he was sent there by some Sabat because he wasn't very good at not disclosing that information. Definitely had common sense. Then he had a very long conversation with Edith. Most of you not really aware of what that conversation was. It seemed very serious at first, but Edith came out looking very annoyed, very impatient, almost like she ran out of that room. Stephen did not come out of that room. Everyone decided to just go off, slink away to the little hidey holes to retreat, have a nice rest, not get burned by the sun. So we are currently on night 5. So today you've agreed.
Is it the 30th or the 29th?
Well, night 1 was the 25th. So it'll be 29th, wouldn't it? So you agreed to meet Professor Stan Naylor at Dr. Stan Naylor, rather, at the Central Library today. Because he had secreted away his copy of In the Land of Nod, and he wants to get it back so that he can redo some of his maps that he was drawing. He did agree to help you, to share information with you, and even give you the book. But he really wanted to finish what it was he started. So then, who's going first on waking up and, I don't know, probably having a boner?
Well,
Walter.
We could roll humanity.
What do you mean roll
Suppose so.
humanity?
Take the number of
roll.
you have in humanity points. Whoever rolls more successes goes first.
Or you could just roll.
I
for a
will
boner.
be last.
I don't have one.
Yeah.
Murta would definitely be last.
I think John has established that he's always the one to wake up last.
I have 8 humanity.
I have 5.
I hate
Humanity.
No, I don't think it matters
I
all
have
that much.
4.
No, it doesn't.
I have
It
6.
doesn't.
I only have 6.
I have 4.
All is fine.
So is that me then?
How many do you have,
No.
Tillman?
It's up to you. It's up to you.
Well, I think Bob wakes up early because that's what he is, and he goes have a shower, and he, and then he dresses in a non-steak and hold shirt.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna assume that Edith and Walter are together right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi.
You two are joined at the hip.
You do love to sleep together.
Well, I guess I wake up with my usual throbbing erection then. I look over to the mirror and I'm like, I feel saucy, but I'm still a little hurt, so I can't be too saucy about it. Edith, are you awake? Are you fine?
I would be awake. I'm probably gesturing for you to come back to bed.
But don't I look delicious? Okay, fine.
You
I
have
come
an
back.
agreement.
Yes, we do.
No,
We do.
you do. You do look delicious.
Oh well, thank you. I know I do, don't I? I look fucking fabulous. But the agreement, right? You do know at the same time, right? So
Yes.
neither of us fuck the other one over, right? Are we agreed?
We have agreed.
Have we?
Yes?
Okay then. I'll cautiously go in for the bite and be like, wait for any confirmation that I know that I'm gonna be bit at the same time I'm gonna bite.
Alright, I am gonna be careful to show that Walter doesn't start the last moment, but I won't
Okay.
I won't screw Walter over.
Same.
You
I
won't
won't
screw
screw
Walter
Walter
over
over.
as well.
Yes. Walter number one.
There's just like God voice from the above going, I also will not screw Walter over.
But yeah, I won't screw you over. So I guess we bite each other then.
Yes, and we both gain and lose the blood points simultaneously.
So nothing.
More, and then again, you okay on blood points? Because, I mean, I have some to spare if you're not.
Are you offering? I am quite famished.
We are doing this. Can take more than one.
Oh really? Efficient digestion doesn't kick him with just one blood point, does it? It's two.
No.
Yeah.
We took one back and forth though. If you take an extra one, you get two, don't you?
Would that work?
Technically, yeah.
Okay. I'll take two then.
In total, or
Yeah.
two extra on top of the one that we bounced back and forth?
Well, the one that we bounce back and forth, I will take two with that instead of just the one.
Okay.
So I gain three.
And then she takes one back, so you
Yes.
gain 2.
Yep. There we go.
Well, technically, I mean, yeah.
So, hey, that worked out for me.
I'm on
Yeah.
6, I'm fine.
I'm on 6.
Yeah, see? Even. Oh,
Yeah.
we're so nice to each other. We're even evening out our blood pool.
What the fuck?
Well, something's different about this time that you two exchange blood. It actually feels much more pleasurable than previous times. And you take a moment, once you're done, you close each other's wounds, and you just look lovingly into each other's eyes, feeling an immense sense of importance behind each other's pupils.
You know what, Edith?
Hmm.
The reflection that I can see in your eyes of me looks beautiful today.
Sure it does.
You're not too bad yourself.
Oh, thank you.
It's very in character.
I run my hands through his hair. Toradors are what Toradors do.
Yes, we do like to do. We do like to do well. But maybe we should leave this till the night because it seems. I mean, it is.
It is.
It is.
Not.
It's. I know it is the night, but I mean, I guess the morning then for us. Again, I've been a vampire for about how many years now?
Yes, Walter.
And
How long have you been dead?
Yes, it really doesn't feel like I've been dead long, but we should.
To be fair to you, your life didn't change much from being turned.
Yeah, blush of life and all that, because I get it.
Well, not just that, but as an artist and a person who would largely shut themselves away from the world and would probably have done most of his best work at night anyway.
Yeah.
For you, living has just been, well, more of the same.
Then, Edith, I suppose we should try and meet our party, shouldn't we? Unless you have better ideas.
Kinda have to.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I will actually get out of bed and the room, maybe throw back a couple of glances.
It doesn't
Within your
help that.
bottom.
It doesn't help that Walter's got a constant erection all the time.
No, it doesn't.
Just think of it for you. Okay, let's go and meet our party, shall we? And I walk out as well.
Okay, either Vin or
Yeah.
Arba's turn.
It's nice to see you both. How was your sleep?
Oh,
Or
you're already
torpor?
awake.
Of course I am. I have to be alert, don't I?
I didn't realize that you're that alert.
Well, who else is going to look after my books? And my tapes? And my knives?
Well, I had a very arousing sleep, so how did you sleep, Sylvia?
Averagely. What
Yeah.
about you? I'm sure you both had a wonderful encounter with one another.
Oh, we had quite the great exchange. Thank you for...
Oh, I'm sure you did.
Yes.
I'm happy for you both to
You can
find
be quiet.
such a wonderful encounter with one another. Let's put it that way.
Yes, it involved quite a lot of fluids.
Oh, I'm sure it did.
Jesus.
Anyway, as for the rest of the party members, I wonder how they're getting on exactly.
Fremd bin ich
Sean?
eingezogen,
Bob?
fremd zieh ich wieder
Bob, I appreciate that you need to meditate sometimes.
aus.
It reminds me back of the home I've never been to.
I
home
might
you've
step
never
outside
been
for a
to.
moment. I'm going to take my books. I'm going to take my bag of holding with me. I will be outside. I just need some fresh air.
Bob is showering.
We noticed.
Yes.
I shall knock on
Yes.
the door during this time.
Oh, so I don't need to go outside? I mean, I do admire his vocal work, but nevertheless, you know, sometimes we do just need a little bit of fresh air.
Walter, did you say a home you've
Everyone-
never been to?
Yes, don't mind that. I mean, I have been there, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm less worried. I'm more interested.
It's fine. Maybe
You
I'll
really
tell
are
you-
connected to the hip, aren't you?
What are you trying to imply, Sylvia?
Evening,
You just
everyone.
seem very lovey-dovey.
Well, that's what happens when you have an erection.
Well, besides the erection, I just think it's very cute.
I just go up to Edith and I'm like, I don't know how to take Sylvia right now. Is she going to blow this?
I don't know how to take Sylvia right now either.
I
I'm
can
pretty-
hear you, you know.
I'm pretty sure we're both doing a great job at blowing this ourselves.
Yes, you are, Edith. I can hear you.
You guys are weak.
Yes, we're great at blowing. Hey, John, how's it going?
Are you great at blowing? Oh, okay.
Morning,
Where are you
John.
done with your morning exercise?
Oh, you saw, did you?
Well, the rhythmic thumping against my wall is quite telling.
You heard that?
Hmm.
I wish I had a calm day of sleep.
But we don't sleep.
If you would rather stay back and have a calm night of sleep,
I say day of sleep, not night of sleep. Who is a vampire who would sleep through the night?
Mm.
I mean,
Show
if you
me.
require extra rest.
I do.
suppose.
I still have quite a few holes in addition to the basic ones in my body.
Oh, wow.
Hmm. I think we all have a few holes, don't we?
Well, I do
So,
find
yeah?
pleasure of, perforating my
Ah,
enemies.
yes.
I do not find so much of pleasure. Well, that happens to me personally.
Well, we'll try not to
They
bang the
look
wall down next
pleasurable.
time.
This
We
was
can talk each other
refreshing.
later, Sylvia. For that,
Walter,
I
John,
have
maybe-
seen Steve.
Well, I can't help it.
You can't
Also,
help what?
John, maybe dress in something that doesn't have stake holes.
I'm afraid that is the only set of clothes I do have on me.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it is the same for me
Button up
also.
your shirt then.
I've been juggling
mm.
like 2 pairs of clothes that I brought with myself. I don't have that many. Expect us to be gone that long.
Well,
Does any of us have a sewing kit? Just so that we may patch up some of these holes?
I mean, we can
Or
also
tell her.
just drop by Tesco and pick up some.
Storyteller, do I have a sewing stick in my pockets?
Sewing kit?
Yeah.
Fine.
Let's see. I mean, I will allow you to choose a set of items you think you might need for the day, but you'll have to roll for it.
I would
I'd say it depends on whether he has crafts or not.
I do have 1 point in crafts, if I remember. The question is more, it's more about the sewing kit would... Oh, wait, I don't. Okay, I only have 0. It was more about sewing people together than sewing clothes together.
Okay, so
Kind of
it's more
situation.
medicine crafts than crafts. Okay.
Yes. Like a small 8 kit some,
Oops.
I mean,
Stuff.
medical stitches can probably be used as clothing material.
True. But I mean, you guys are still being right now chased, pursued by the law-abiding citizens of the city, are you not?
Oh, I'm sorry. It totally escaped my mind.
Well, it's more about keeping up to your disguises,
We do have some wigs.
Well, wings are one thing. Being remembered is another, It's easier to remember someone who is in the clothes that are full of holes than someone who is in a wig and in normal clothes. So I think if we have time today, we could stop by and get some fresh change. Not
I
that
mean, what time is it
personally
right
can.
now?
It's
Storyteller.
like 6.
Half past 6 or half?
Yeah.
It's 6:30, Edith. Why?
Well, we're meeting the
Is
professor
this-
at 7 because otherwise I would have said
Yeah.
just have a cheeky stop at a local store and grab our clothes.
Well,
Well,
it depends. What's the closest clothing company in proximity to us?
I wouldn't know. First time in the
Shit.
city.
Well, it's just like depending on the map. If anyone can read that, you know, we could maybe. I don't know.
What is the
It's like 15
closest
minutes.
store
We-
next to the professor? Or wherever we're meeting him?
Yeah.
The closest store. I mean, there is a health shop that's kind of on the way there.
But I mean, do they even
Um,
have clothes? Because we just need a replacement. Something to look a bit more normy.
You'd have to give me a streetwise roll. Intelligence is streetwise. Difficulty 6.
All of us?
Whoever wants to use their big brain to find a clothing store.
I mean, I'm using my big brain right now. Let's go.
Well, then do it.
I
Yeah,
have 2
fuck you.
successes.
Guess I'll roll as well.
2 successes.
Difficulty.
Yeah, there is
Yes.
one, and it is on the way there. Let's see. So, from your point of view, boop, boop, boop. Where is it? What the fuck? Where's that gone? Oh, there it is. Yeah.
I would have
so
gotten
then-
3 successes anyway.
Yeah, you'd have. I mean, it's impossible to succeed even better, really, because it is really on your way there. It's only about 10 minutes away to that library, and on the way there, about halfway there is a clothing shop, and it's a fairly decent sized one.
So 5 minutes, and say we have a couple of minutes then to spare, I suppose.
Does any of you have any cash to spare on the moment?
Yes, I do.
I do too, darling.
Darling.
Walter,
Yeah.
keep it to Edith if you please.
Who said I was flirting? You know I speak like this, darling.
Well, quite frankly,
I
I don't think.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I do
Oh.
not appreciate my like. I do
see.
have a name. Use it.
I see you two are working on the same wavelength too.
Shut up, Walter. Okay.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
interesting. Young love and all that.
Walter, we are actually focused on business.
I'm
And-
sure you are.
Not
Unlike
everyone.
you, there are more things on the line than sex, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, that comes afterwards.
Walter, keep your head into the game. We are out of the time as it is.
Yes.
Everyone,
Okay.
get your things. Let's get to the car and let's get to clothes
Yes.
shopping.
So let's be
Thank
off
you.
then. Are you ready, Bob?
Does this mean I have to get in
Quite,
behind
quite.
the wheel again?
Yes.
I can drive.
Thank you.
Good enough for it.
Thank you, John.
No worries. Bob, awake?
Yes.
Done with the shower?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I've been done for a while. Thank you.
Okay.
Hmm.
Everyone,
So
get their
refreshed.
things. There is high chance we're not coming back here today, so
Yes,
Hmm.
I agree.
let's go. And we move to the car, I assume.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
I guess
give
I
me a
climb
moment.
into the back seat. Who else wants to join me?
Man, I'm probably joining you at the backseat.
Same.
Okay. Oh, God fucking
Good
damn
luck.
it.
Have fun with that.
I'll be driving with Bob to my side, I assume.
Yeah.
I join in the front seat instead.
No, you already selected where you're sitting.
Ugh.
Well, I assume she could have seen the two of you in the back and decided to change her fucking mind.
I'm just gonna climb to the front seat as well, just to be
What?
beside John, because I don't want to be
Sit
behind there,
one.
okay?
So you're sitting on
Are
Bob's
you, are you
lap?
sitting in Bob's lap then?
Yes.
Bob, you can sit behind in the front, in the back. It's fine. You can put up with them more
It
than I
is-
can.
Bob,
Even if she's with.
Oh, it is fine.
Bob,
We-
if
it
you
is
want,
fine.
I can
Sit-
pop the
sit where
trunk
you sit.
open.
Out of curiosity, Bob, in considering that you have been translating the book, have you completed
Well-
that yet?
Well, it is not as much of a translation job as it is a decryption job, really. It is. The meaning isn't. It's in plain language, but the meaning is.
I understand.
Well, it's not clear, right? Yeah, sorry.
Don't-
It's not like it's in Hebrew.
No, don't apologize.
No,
I
but
understand.
the thing is, I have not really. I couldn't connect. The only thing I have to go on is the professor's theory, and the professor's theory relies on knowledge of certain archaeological sites, which I'm not familiar with. Right, so, sorry,
Yeah.
I
I've
didn't
seen these
code
also.
anything.
I've seen these points also. But nevertheless, with time, we'll be able to understand. And thank you for your efforts.
Also, are you comfortable on my lap?
Oh, yes, very. Because it doesn't mean
Good.
that I have to be back there.
Oh, it seems Sylvia's taken a liking to both Bob and John.
This is not a threesome, if that's what you think.
I never said it was.
You've been
Anyway,
insinuating.
where is the clothes store, guys? Someone direct
5
me.
minutes from now, it should be on the main street.
Okay,
Yeah.
I start driving.
It's a bit more difficult than that.
Please,
If you're driving there,
little engagement.
then you're going to pass under a bridge where you'll have to double back around to get to it.
Okay, do we need to roll for anything?
No, I'm just correcting you. It's not quite on just the main road.
Okay,
Okay.
because I think that's how you said it. Like it's on the way to the dude.
So it's about 10 minutes then.
Well, I mean, people can hop out and then go up onto the other road via
True.
like a stairway, but you
Oh.
can't like stop your car there for long.
Well, how long does it fucking take? Like 5 minutes to get some new clothes? We can do that, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
we're not going to
always-
get like a parking fine either, right?
No, you're probably just going to get the attention of the police. It's a road where you're not supposed to stop on.
Right.
Let's
Maybe
find
so.
an actual
Can I-
parking spot.
No. It's not the best idea then. In that case,
You could, because I've got a big brain here,
I'd
leave
rather
someone
not.
in the car who
Yeah,
just goes back around.
yeah.
Okay.
But it'd have to be someone who can drive.
Oh,
I mean, they can actually
I
come
will
back around
just
and
do
then
that.
stop in front of the shop.
Yeah, clothes shopping is my thing
Yeah,
anyway.
Bob will do that. Bob has enough clothes.
Mm-hmm.
You're coming with us, John.
John needs a new pair of like what?
Thanks,
John
because
needs-
he's perforated.
John
Oh,
needs a
that's
new pair of gin
true.
jams. Let's go.
Jim Jams. Fuck's sake.
um,
Okay.
Let's
can
be
I
quick. We do have the appointment to meet.
can I state what
Okay.
I'm looking for?
If you want to.
Any long black dresses, like maxi dress?
All right, so you walk in through the front door, you look around, and then you see if there are any big long rest dresses.
Yes. Preferably of dark colors.
Since it's the winter, there are some that are kind of longish, but they tend to be these sort of weird fashion types. Not particularly the types you're used to, but some of them do seem to be fairly long with long sleeves. You mostly got light colors, but there's a few that are like a darkish red, but they're very expensive.
Damn, I don't want to be wearing like light pastel colors because how the fuck am I gonna blend into the environment with that?
You never know.
Gonna nudge Walter and ask him to buy me a dark red dress.
Do you think I usually buy dresses like that?
It's for me.
Biggie, shut the fuck up.
It is, yes. Wait, would this be because because of the resources or something?
Well, because I am like literally broken, that thing's expensive.
Right, okay.
Not at all, just because you want a new dress for free.
How much would what difficulty would that be?
Given the price of a 7.
Fuck.
Go just, you know. Oh.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna get you Poundland dress, Jesus. With this. Yeah, 1 and 2.
Wait,
You
what?
ain't
That's
getting-
all your resources?
I have 2 resources. That's it.
Fuck.
Never seen you roll that shittily before.
Yeah,
You know?
like, a 1 and a
Oh,
That
2.
is a botch, my
yes.
friend.
Can I get a new
hell.
dress as well, please? Because I already have the tights and outfit for it otherwise.
I just need a red dress shirt and pants.
I need a pants and a shirt that does not have holes.
Hey,
Was
look,
that-
I've rolled like a 10 and a 6, a 3 and a 9. That's 3 successes.
That's cool. Well, anyway, Walter, you've left your card in the hotel.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Right.
so you can't pay for shit. You've only got some cash on you, not a lot. But Sylvia has got her big bag, and she's got quite a large wad of cash. Like enough that she could buy maybe 10
Edith,
dresses from here.
Yes.
do you want something?
this?
Okay. Let me roll for it.
You're feeling generous today.
9296.
New follower.
Well, with the amount of successes you had earlier, you didn't need to roll.
Okay, well, fair enough. So Edith gets a new dress. Congratulations.
Guess just
Fucking
need-
useless. This useless cunt over here.
I just need a red dress shirt and pants. That's all I need. Or hell, a black dress shirt.
Yeah,
Is
you're not
that-
getting any. Congratulations.
No,
Is the-
I'm paying with my cash. Fuck that.
Alright, fuck you then.
If I can.
The amount of the cash
luck.
I had left over from the week buy enough to cover my expenses.
Depends on what you need.
And shirt, no holes.
So, well, since for you it's going to be Spartan and not very, fancy, you're just going to pick out from like the fucking bargain rack. That stuff
Yeah.
that's just going to get like thrown out on. Like you're like, look, a grey shirt with like some like extra pockets in it and like a
Ooh, pockets,
Like-
nice.
like a pair of like brownish looking pants, like the tweed sort of material. You're like, yeah, this'll do. So yeah, for you that's
mean,
only going
I-
to be like £25.
I can
Yeah, I
help
have-
if you want.
Thanks, but I don't think I need more than this.
Okay then. Suit yourself.
What would the difficulty be for me? With the limited cash I have, like just a basic dress shirt and pants. I can accessorize.
You want a basic dress shirt and pants?
Yeah, I can accessorize it. I'm an artist.
Let's see. those rolls earlier and the fact that you don't have that much cash on you, especially as you gave John most of your cash.
Yeah.
Like John's picking out like cheap shirts and shit, like stuff that is like really basic. But when you go over to like the dress shirts, you find some that look quite nice. There's like a pink one with stripes on it, like a thin stripe shirt. And the shirt alone is £45.
Yeah.
And the smart pants, like the nice ones, the kind that you would wear, they're like another 50.
How much do I have?
You've got like 20.
Fuck.
You've got enough to like buy fuel and some basic supplies. You don't have enough to like buy these really nice clothes.
Walter, if you really want, I can help you out. But I expect a favor in the future.
A favor?
Not in that way, you fucking degenerate cunt.
For once, I was not thinking that way with the way you've been acting with me.
Okay, good. So what is it? Is it a yes or a no?
Well, what is your favor?
I'll get to it when I come to it.
Well,
So,
that's not ominous.
So what do you say?
Well,
would you like these nice clothes?
If I say no, it means I'm the only one that could easily be identified by the police. I whisper, by the way. I don't say that out loud.
Yes, I know, Walter. So what will it be?
You're really backing me into a corner with this, aren't you?
Not necessarily. You could always say no.
Casual, hurry up, please.
What will it be?
I guess I'm gonna
And John
have to.
just shove a cheap shirt in his face.
Okay. I've rolled a 10, a 7, and 8, and a 4. 3 successes.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm undead.
To be fair, you didn't need to reroll again because you had so many successes you could buy out the whole party what they want.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I even did offer John something, but he doesn't want it, so more resources for me.
Sylvia,
Much appreciated.
did you not require a favor from me because I'm your child?
You get a pass on that account. Next time, nothing.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Again, much appreciated, but I'm intrigued on what your... I guess, would it be a... Yes.
You're a Toreador. You have a different way with handling people. I'll get to it when we get to it. Okay?
You want me to
pissing them off?
It depends on the situation, and if I need help, then I'm sure I can rely on you, Walter.
You want me to seduce someone?
It depends on the situation. It doesn't necessarily require seduction, okay?
I'm actually more intrigued by this than I really should be. I feel like I might actually enjoy this.
Then I suppose it works out in both our favor. Enjoy your clothing.
Thank you.
So I pay for it with my card.
The door.
Oh, Bob, how are you?
Hello. Good. You seem much less violated now. Thank you.
Bob?
Yes, John?
Where's the car?
Excuse me, I'm in the car. I'm driving the car. What's wrong?
What is that? Oh! Give me one.
Okay, so we're back in the car right now. Okay, I got confused.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have paid for everything. Everyone has their new garb. Bob, is there anything that you might need?
Oh, I have many sets of clothing still.
Okay.
One does not come to a foreign country without preparation.
Yes,
Fantastic.
Bob was a smart one out of us.
I suppose so. Although some things unforeseen do just happen to occur. Nevertheless, I suppose we can continue, can't we?
I didn't foresee something that happened just right now. But yes.
What do you mean?
You mean my
It's-
generosity?
Me not stabbing you?
Walter forgot his wallet.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I need to remind you the conversation we had about 10 minutes ago when I said, remember to take everything from the hotel room because we are not going back there most likely.
Yes, it must have dropped out of my pants.
Well, it would help if you
Um,
keep your pants most of the time.
Oof.
But for this one time, I will agree. This
Well,
one
quite
time.
frankly, you might find it in some of your other garb. But right now we are too distracted with what is happening right now. And let it be known that if you do find anything in your wallet, should you find it, you are still indebted to me. Understand?
Yes.
You two can discuss this case in the car. Let's go.
We are in the car.
Yes.
It sounds confusing.
Yeah.
I just like one moment I look around, we're in the store, and next moment suddenly we're in the car. I have
Yes.
no idea what's going on.
I just said we had left and we are in the car so that we may
Okay.
speak with Bob.
Apparently
Because
Vin's
he
a
is in the
storyteller
car.
now.
I'm sorry, okay? I just thought I would try to make sense of the situation. That is all. Please continue,
Okay.
sir. Please
Right.
continue.
Well, Vin, Sylvia, carries a bunch of clothes to the counter. Cashier looks bored, hoping to get off their shift soon. And the total comes to for you got something for yourself, did you?
Yeah, everyth's on me.
No, I said you got something.
I got
for
something for
yourself.
myself. Yes, a very
Yeah.
sleek black dress.
Okay, so in total, it all comes to around about £450,
Mhm.
which back then that's closer to like fucking 800 or 900 now. And the cashier looks at you, kind of like, eyeing you up a little. See, you're wearing some pretty fancy shit yourself. Says, "How would you like to pay for this?" And you you start rummaging around in your bag, and you pull out like fucking wads of like notes all bound together with fucking elastic bands, and start just slapping them onto the fucking table. And you go, the guy looks at you
It should
like,
be enough.
"I'm gonna have to count this."
That's okay. I can wait.
200, 300, 400. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let it be known that I am dealing in 50s here, so it shouldn't be too long.
Yeah, it doesn't take him too long. He's checking each one to like make sure that nothing's like counterfeit or anything. When he sees that it's all real, he says, "Okay." He says, "Let me just get you to change." And he hands you back a couple of 20s. He said,
Thank you, sir.
Please do come back again soon, madam.
Oh, I'll make sure to. Thank you very much.
You have a good day, ma'am.
And you too. And I leave.
Bob is just now pulling up to the curb outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
a
get
rather
in
busy night.
Do you think we
Banking
should
at the front.
quickly change, like either in the car
Yeah.
or in front of the car?
Maybe not in front of the car.
I assume there are changing,
We
I
all
assume
just
there are
get
changing
naked in front
rooms
of the
in the
store.
shop.
Don't worry, we can change into the car.
Yes,
I'm sure Walter
should
doesn't
be.
fucking mind. Edith, either.
Yes, I mean, I don't think should we mind? It's just our bodies.
Everything is in the dark right now. I'm
Yeah.
sure that we can drive while we change.
How's Bob supposed to change that?
Bob, do you need to switch?
Bob has changed.
Oh,
Yes.
okay then. Let's all get naked and change clothes then.
And John, do you wish to drive or should I?
John has to change.
You can drive for now. It's not that far away. You can switch later.
Right. So, Sylvia will have to sit on your lap then.
I'm sorry, what?
Because you're in the front.
Yeah.
Yes, like I give a shit.
So John needs to sit on your lap, Sylvia.
Okay, then I'll sit on John's lap, okay? I hope you don't mind, but it is simply business. I hope you understand.
That makes it worse.
How are you gonna change clothes on John's lap?
It's a dress. You take it off and you pull the other one back on. It's not that
Yeah.
hard.
It's easy enough. I think it's still safer than sitting in the back with you two.
There's such caution. My.
Not caution, it's like I don't want to explain to Prince why I stab you, and this time you didn't get up.
Why, they're even getting naked on each other's lap. Jeez.
Do you understand that I also have a pocket knife?
That's fine. I've already been
Yes.
slashed by you. It felt quite nice, actually.
I can stab you forcefully if you want.
Oh, I like a bit of force.
Do you
Oh, I
need me
can
to?
twist it too. I'm sure
Um,
John can as well.
I'm sure
Yeah.
John heard last night that I like a bit of force.
Yeah, Walter, do you remember the time when you tried to wake me up and I almost make you, you know?
Nicholas? Yes, I remember.
I've
Yeah.
heard about that story and it sounded quite amusing.
I haven't forgotten about that, John.
So how about you behave and you keep the number of appendages you have right now?
Hmm.
Walter, it is
angry.
business.
I never said it wasn't.
Sylvia,
Exactly.
it is business undressing on somebody else's lap.
There is no room in the car, okay?
There's
There
a seat
is a
right
perfectly
beside us.
good seat right over here.
Then I'll take that one, thank you.
Okay, well, you'll be sat right next to us.
Yes.
Oh, god fucking damn it. What, John, I hope you don't mind, but for the love of God, you've been dealing with them more than I have.
I understand you wholeheartedly.
Thank you. So I'm just going to take off my dress and put this other one on. Simple, 1-2 steps. And I'm done.
I'm gonna change my clothing in the back because there's plenty of room. I should be fine doing that.
Same, I'm changing mine in the back as well.
Fuck. I sit in this. Ah!
See, we didn't do anything.
Oh, why
There's
are you
Walter-
avoiding us like a plague?
Walter.
Hmm.
You continuously talk about your dick all the fucking time. How am I not
Yeah.
meant to take that into consideration?
I talk about it.
I'm sure he
work
has his dick is active for you right now, okay?
If Walter,
But nevertheless, it is very uncomfortable.
Sylvia.
Can
It's
can
the
you
case
see
that
it?
if Walter stops talking about his dick, he will forget where it is.
I haven't
Okay,
even
good.
It's
talked
hard.
about
It's
my
hard to find it as it is.
I
Thank you
haven't
very
talked
much.
about my dick. It's you all that are talking about my dick. I didn't even bring it up.
John, thank you so much for mentioning that. I suppose yours is bigger, huh?
I'm just gonna whisper into
Ooh.
Walter's ear saying they're bonding.
Yes, they're even talking about his dick being bigger. Ooh.
Well, you did mention that his dick is small, so I assume yours is larger, John.
He never saw the full extent of its wrath.
Well, I'm going on.
I did, and
I'm
I
going
think
based
it's
upon
about
his
shorter
assumptions.
than it was before.
That was half-mast, John. You haven't seen what it's capable of.
It must
And
be capable
I
of
hope
much.
it will stay that way.
My God.
But again, I did not even speak about it. It's you two that brought up my dick. If you
Because
love
you-
it so much, jump
Could
on
you
it.
please put it in your mouth and shut up?
I mean,
You
I
have
could.
You have spoken about your dick on so many occasions. You constantly wake up with erections.
Yes,
And you expect us not to notice? It is tiny.
it's one of them. You seem to notice it quite well, though, seeing as
Because
I'm
you've been
tiny.
mentioning it before, Walter. You don't think I'm not going to eventually look down and see how tiny it is?
I didn't mention it today.
Edith, you deserve better than this.
Oh, Jesus Christ, don't drag me into this, Sylvia.
Edith.
I love how I've only mentioned my dick to Edith today.
Doc, are we there yet?
Yes, are we there yet?
Yeah,
What's happened to
almost.
my dick?
Also, we if you want, we could try and pick up a chimichurri on the way to enlarge Walter's dick, if that is necessary.
Sex shops do tend to be open beyond 8 o'clock.
I mean, as long as Edith is happy, I don't think we need to get like additional stuff for this.
No.
Yeah.
It's not really a.
Edith, again, you deserve so much better than this.
Out of character, what the fuck is this conversation?
I know. And I haven't even brought my dick up. It's all you's bringing my dick up. And I'm like,
Because
wait.
usually you're the one bringing your dick up, so fuck
And
you.
you keep poking at us all this time, so we decided, you have small dick. And
So
it's
for
not-
once, you
I'm
get a
learning.
small dick, okay? You wake up with a constant erection. You try to wave that shit in front of John's face. I have heard about this, and guess what? It's fucking tiny.
I am learning.
Sylvia, are you jealous?
Not quite.
Would
I've
you
had
like
better.
to see John's dick?
If he's offering.
Because you two are
Oh.
getting very comfy up there.
It's professional, is it? It's professional.
It's professional.
Ooh.
Hey, it depends
I
on what
just
he
don't-
wants.
guys.
I don't care.
Guys, I just don't want to feel Walter to feel bad, Just keep it professional.
I would prefer to keep it professional.
I bet you would. Wink.
I can be a professional escort, but that demands at least 250.
But now, let's get that goddamn bog back, and we can talk about entertainment later.
You're offering
Okay.
escorting services to John.
Well, he didn't say no.
True.
We'll see about this later.
This party is just horny.
It's horny season. You've mentioned this before. Fuck's sake. Alright, are we there yet?
Yeah,
Are we there yet?
just
Storage
about. I'm just writing down some things.
Excuse me.
What are you writing down? A list of sexually transmitted diseases for the vampires?
No, just how much of a cock most of you are. Let's see. Okay, so you arrive. The place that you believe that the central library is anyway. You did check the address. I'm just going to assume that because you didn't. And you arrive and it looks like a converted old church or cathedral. But it does say, Bristol Central Library, open to the public. And it looks like they do close rather late. And standing outside, wearing a full tweed suit with a fairly festive-looking bowler hat, is Dr. Stan Naylor, sort of leaning on a walking stick somewhat. But judging by looking at the style of the walking stick, it looks like he normally walked with a walking stick. So it's not because his legs were knackered.
Okay.
So I thought that we were to meet him at this place or at his house?
At this place.
At this place.
Okay.
The Bristol Library.
We
7 p.m. So I guess I get out of the car and the rest of you.
I
Yeah.
got out of the car
approach him.
looking more festive than I have ever done in my life because expensive red dress.
Storyteller,
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
how busy is the street?
This area is very quiet. You've left the main commercial district of the.
I shall use this
city.
chance to change.
Oh. Is there any chance for a quick snack?
Might be difficult. You could, but you'd have to state the method.
Well, I mean, it's the library. So, is there somebody I could engage in a scholarly conversation and draw into a dark alley?
Yeah, but that'll be even harder. For
that sounds good.
You would need. Let's see.
I don't know.
Manipulation
I don't know.
and
Academics?
academics. Yeah, difficulty 8.
That's what I would. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh. That is 2 successes.
Nice. So that'll come into play when you're actually in the library.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I won't forget.
What was the name of the professor?
Stan Naylor. Dr. Stan Naylor.
I was about to just go professor.
Well then, Professor, you seem to be in better shape than the last time we have seen you.
Of course. For reasons that are now becoming more clear to me, I seem to be a fast healer now. Feel much younger, in fact.
Well, I'm glad to
Such
hear
are the
that,
advantages, are they not?
I'm glad to see you in much better form, Professor.
He tips his hat to you and he says, I do thank you, my dear. If it were not for you, I would be dead now.
Yeah.
But trust me, it was no bother.
So, do you have any new information for us?
Not yet. I confess I was a little apprehensive about entering without knowing that you were here. The attack's still fresh in my mind, and this part of town is rather quiet. I'm not sure if I'm being followed, but oddly enough, I seem to be able to see and hear better than ever before, but I do not feel that I've been followed. I would like at least one of you to come with me to collect the item.
What sort of help do you expect to need?
What sort of what?
What sort of help does he think he will need?
Help?
Yeah.
I thought you said herb.
No, I don't think he needs a
Purple
joint.
kind.
I don't think he needs a joint before he goes to meet his friend.
Well, ideally, someone with good eyes and ears doesn't stand out too much, and I could perhaps wave away as a colleague of mine.
Well,
Also, just out of curiosity, out of character, he recognizes us despite our wigs and outfits, right?
Yeah, I mean, even if he didn't recognize you walking down the street in a crowd, the fact that you all came together made it obvious.
Okay, but no one else can necessarily discover our identities.
No, because there's not many people who are like eyewitnesses, mostly just those guards. And there haven't been any police sketches sent out or anything, though you might be on Crime Watch soon.
Okay, sure. That's fantastic. I'm glad I asked.
okay.
All right.
I don't think I'm quite figured for that. So, Bob, Walter, because I think our ladies are quite eye-catching as it is. So,
I would.
Oh, it would be a pleasure.
I'd say I'd be a little eye-catching as well, quite frankly. Walter, what do you think?
I think Bob is for the best here.
That is
Like
true.
that. Just give him a
Problem
while
was-
to fix it.
I thought that you meant at least 2 people. What?
Ooh, I
Okay.
fucking hate it.
Yay, you're back.
Welcome back. But
I fucking love you.
I thought like 2 people were necessary for this, and that's why I was like, okay, well, I don't think I should go. That's all.
I think Walter and Bob both can go.
Also,
What do you think,
Professor?
Professor?
Right.
Unless the professor has any objections.
Professor.
You realize you're calling him professor over and over again when he's a doctor,
Yeah.
which is incredibly disrespectful.
Doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor.
It is up to you, sir.
Poor
However,
bastard.
Edith, please continue.
We broke for. God damn it! My words escape me because in reality,
Office.
not like my character's not as dumb as I am. The room that we broke into, what was it called?
Office.
Oh,
The
thank you.
office?
Not to be confused with orifice.
We broke into your office before. Would you by any chance stop police investigation on that?
Well, it might be a bit difficult. The police came by to my home, and I had to explain to them that I was attacked by someone trying to find something in my office. And they asked if I could remember what the suspects looked like. However, I told them honestly that I could not. And they showed me a rough sketch. Sort of seemed to match at least a couple of you. And asked, were these the individuals? Did you see any of their faces? I said no, but it looks like they didn't really take me at my word. Being an old man caught off guard, they seem to believe that, well, it could still be you.
Perfect.
I am very
Yes,
sorry to
yes.
say I did not do a particularly good job in that police interview.
Oh, no, you did not.
Well, I'm sure they will be taking you into question again.
Edith?
Anyway.
Mhm.
What, Walter?
I'm sure the man tried his best, and you know how the
Mm.
police can be sometimes.
However,
Well,
the
if
next
they
time that they
do-
do take you into question again, I'm sure you can give a different answer. We are
Perhaps.
trying to help you, after all, and you are quite interested in retrieving these
Mhm.
books and learning what their contents are. Contents are.
Mhm, yeah.
Well,
You might want to be
perhaps.
descriptive and mention people that are unlike us, right? Right.
Well, yes, but perhaps it would be prudent if later on we perhaps sit down and one of you can describe what the men that attacked me actually looked like so that I can provide a description to the police, at least a vague one.
That matches, yes.
Yes, that would be most appropriate, perhaps.
I mean, not that I believe the police actually stand a chance in apprehending them, but if I can give a description of someone who potentially exists, then, I hope not to incriminate someone completely unrelated.
Fair.
Okay.
I gave him the description of Steve.
You don't have time for that right now.
Maybe when we next have the opportunity of doing so, we can.
Yes.
Right now, we have to get down to work.
Any way we
That
can
book.
throw suspicious of us would be fantastic.
Yes.
Storyteller, is it safe to park here or should we drive around the neighborhood?
That particular area is mostly old and quieter streets, and there is a parking bay outside that allows for up to an hour of parking.
This is a public library, so I am gonna head into it, even though I'm not walking with the professor.
Well, it allows up to an hour of parking, but usually during the night, that is waived, right?
It depends. It depends on where. If you're further and further out of the town, then it would usually be like, say, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. But closer to the center of the town, you're more likely to find that it's like 6:30 a.m. to like 9 p.m.
So it's fine.
Okay, very well. So which one of you wanted to accompany me and ensure that nothing goes wrong?
Bob would be
Well,
the best one, I believe.
Walter and Bob.
I should be a good accompaniment as a colleague of yours, I think.
I thought you think Walter is. I suppose he has the charm for it.
I could
don't
go
see-
with Bob.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Well, just so we do not get surprised. What are our fields, my good sir? Are we also archaeologists, or do we pretend to be something else?
Well, Mr. Bob, do you have any kind of academic background?
Well, I
have a little. I have. I have 3 points in academics.
I have 1.
Yeah, but he's
You
asking
wish to accompany us?
I have a fair bit, I suppose.
You're not Bob.
Yes.
But yeah, that is
You're a
true.
girl!
My apologies.
I have 3 on academics, but I'm also a girl.
That's true. That is true.
And I have 1.
You suck.
Well, it was. Well, I could really. I do think I could pretend to be a archaeologist, but I'm more into the technological, scientific side of things. So maybe I could pretend to be a what's it called? Paleoanthropologist.
I suppose. However, us archaeologists work with technology experts all the time, so perhaps it doesn't seem too out of the ordinary if you're accompanying me as a technologist of sorts.
No, I think as a paleoanthropologist, I should quite that would be a good camouflage.
Well, if you feel confident in your ability to play that role, then that's fine. As for this very extravagant-looking young man.
Yes. How do you do?
Your name was Walter, yes?
Yes, my apologies. My name is Walter Wagner. And I don't know. I will be blatantly honest with you. I know shit about this field.
Oh.
Sylvia, do you want to accompany us?
I suppose I could. I know
You're not
quite...
Sylvia.
Are you Good.
Didn't know you were Sylvia all of a sudden.
Sylvia's not Bob and Edith's not Sylvia.
Could you stop? I'm getting confused. Who is who?
I am Sylvia.
It's okay, Walter. Don't worry about it.
Edith is Edith. Don't worry.
I'm Sylvia.
Guys,
Sylvia.
that's go. You are just going there to retrieve a book.
Okay.
Walter, you are an artist. Bob,
Yes.
you're a professor. Doctor, you're a doctor. Simple enough.
Right?
Just go and do it.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Are you saying a painter is an archaeologist?
I'm saying that you should go.
Wait a minute, you're a painter, yes?
Why, yes, I am.
What do you normally paint?
Oh, I like to do some dark practical paintings. Ones that involve quite a lot of blood, actually.
It is about the visceral experience.
Like Gothic medieval type depictions of their social justice systems, or
I'm much more into the more gory side of things.
he starts narrowing his eyes with his mouth sort of hanging open a little, like, trying to figure this out.
He is giving you a suggestion, my friend.
He's giving me a suggestion.
Yes, he's giving who a suggestion?
No, Mr. Naylor is giving you a suggestion for a possible
Dr.
camouflage.
Naylor.
Right?
Mhm.
Yes, Dr. Naylor, I'm so sorry. I did not wish to disrespect the title. Your title is well earned. You are a man of science. I thank you for your
very
effort.
much.
Oh, well, I was just replying, truthfully. I thought you were asking me.
Yes. You are very smart, very big, intelligent dicks. Now go.
Well, thank you, John.
Go.
Fine. I guess I'm an archaeologist
Go.
at this point.
Well, I mean, you could pretend to be a painter who, I don't know,
Yeah.
paints archaeological sites as they would have, appeared thousands of years ago.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, at the very
thought you
least,
were-
it's a cover.
I thought you were literally asking
Lies
me.
in the art style of antique cultures.
That's why I was a little confused. I thought you were, like, literally asking me what my character does.
No.
I'm stalking from behind.
Well, as long as there's as few of us going to pick up the book as possible at the same time, I don't want to stand out in case someone is watching.
I'm just looking at the artifacts that are unguarded.
Well, yes. At any rate, let's head inside. Professor Bob and Professor Wagner. Yes.
Well, if you wish to make it more believable, you might want to not call me Bob, but Steufen.
Professor Steufen, yes.
Yes.
Oh. Using your real name, eh?
Real name? How old are you? Sorry.
Okay.
It's not interesting.
How do you still have your real name? Sorry.
Well, real-ish, as we can say.
Well, you could say that Walter's name could have potentially just been his artiste name.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know what his real name is, if that is not his real name.
Well, it's up to you if that's his real name or not.
I think it's up to Bob.
It's up to Bob to decide if your name is your real name.
Oh, right.
You will never know if my name is real name or not.
I would assume that John Doe is not your real name.
Yeah.
What? You don't know that? It's a very polished name.
Okay, Pie Otter.
Right. So I guess we join you with
Okay, so he leads the way, using the walking stick to take several steps, but you can tell he doesn't need it. He seems to be anticipating requiring it, but he clearly doesn't need it. So being turned into a ghoul has clearly removed the need. for him to have this walking stick, but perhaps it's such a part of his image that he requires, keeping it on his person. He's doing his best to make it look like he still needs it. So let's see. So Sylvia, she goes off to explore and look for things. Edith is stalking the three of you. John,
Putting the car.
Yeah, I assume you're keeping an eye on the entrance, pretty much. Let's see. Stephen in torpor back at the hotel. All right, so here we go to the front desk, to where the drop-off and pickup point for like ordered books and like loaned books and things like that is. And there's a rather small-looking man. Honestly, looks a little bit like Otacon from MGS. He's got longish hair, wears glasses, looks kind of nerdy, And honestly, I really need to be right back.
Okay.
The hope is strong in this one.
Give me a second.
Yeah,
I'll get something to drink then.
It was great timing, but I really need to be right back.
I need
Toilet
to go
break.
toilet. Yeah.
Sorry.
Up to the date, we did a small rollback. There was apparently some dick fun that happened in the car during the rave, and she did feel it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh no, not that fucking gif.
Guys, you may judge me, but I have seen the whole show.
Oh my god.
So have I.
Oh, God.
It's
So have I.
amazement.
Did we see it together?
Arthur, that's French
I
German.
think there is a high chance we have seen that.
Okay,
Receive that.
let's move.
Happy
Okay.
Let's infiltrate.
Okay, so hopefully I don't have to run away like that again. Ow.
You okay?
Is your butthole hurting?
No,
I'm
my
scrolling up
stomach.
the boobs again because I don't want to watch that.
Stomach's really sore. Okay, so so you approach the table. There's a guy there. He's wearing pretty sort of scruffy clothes, honestly. Like a long sort of vest, shirt. He's got glasses, long hair. Dr. Naylor approaches, and he clears his throat, and the guy looks up and speaks up. He says, Marco, do you have that book that I had you store away for me? The guy looks around a little bit. He says, what exactly did you bring to me? I mean, that book, that's some creepy shit. I read that book and I didn't sleep a wink. The doctor doesn't look altogether like he understands what Marco's saying. Marco, there's nothing really scary in that book. It's just a collection of fables and nonsense. It's like, no, it's not the stories in the book that scare me. It's the book itself. Something wrong with it. Yeah, if you want this thing, then you can fucking have it. He digs around in a box underneath the desk, and he pulls out the book. And it's a bit strange because most of the other books that you had, they were like ordinary sized books. They were like your standard hardback size. They're like smaller than A4, but like kind of thick. But this one is considerably larger. It looks like it's larger than an A4, and it's considerably thicker. And it is a leather-bound book. Looks pretty old. On the front cover, you do see in like filigree lettering, "In the Land of Nod" by Joseph Adelberg. He slams it down on the table, and it gives an almighty bang, to which a lot of people around the library look up And one of the librarians gives him a very sour look, shaking her head. He just whispers, he's like, look, just get this thing out of here. This thing's giving me the creeps. I keep thinking that I'm seeing things out of the corners of my eyes. And honestly, I feel like this book is, I don't know, trying to get me to do things. But the doctor just looks a little perplexed. He's never experienced anything like this before. He picks the book up. He's like, he's hefting it up. It's fucking heavy. This thing looks it looks enormous.
But he doesn't look, because you said the book looks different. He doesn't look like the books. But he thinks it's the same book, right? So it's not like.
This is exactly the same to him. There's nothing out of the ordinary to him, but to you, you've been collecting the other books. They were all about the same, and this one is big.
Would I be able to detect if there's been any foul play at all?
Let's see. That would be make funny noises when you're doing things. It's my motto. Okay, let's see. That would be for you, perception and awareness.
Right.
Difficulty 8.
Might I as well?
Yes.
That'd be 2 dice for me.
That is 1 success.
Okay, 1 success.
A 9 and an 8.
2 successes. Okay. So Bob, first you don't see anything out of the ordinary. The book does not appear like it's been damaged or doesn't look like a copy. You can tell just by looking at it, it's an original. As for Walter, it most certainly looks like an original to you, but it also definitely seems different from the other books. You can feel an odd sensation as the book was being lifted over the box. There's a box on the desk, on the like reception desk, that's got several books in it. Han, stop it! There's a box full of books on that desk. As the book was being lifted, you felt a sort of weird pull from the book.
Mm. A weird pull, as if it's something from the box itself, or
as if the book was tugging on you just when it passed that box.
would it be possible for me to discern what that could be?
Potentially, but you'd probably have to get a good look at the contents of that box.
In character. My dear fellow, would it be possible, if I could be so rude, if we could look into the contents of that box, if it would be possible?
Marco looks at you like you've made a very weird request. Says, you want to look in the returns box? You think there's something interesting in there? Who is this guy, Doctor? Stan introduces you. Says, oh, yes. I'm very sorry about that. This is Professor Wagner. He's an artist of old cultures, Renaissance stuff, that kind of thing. You know, he's a colleague of mine. He might have just seen something that he's interested in. He looks at you, he's like, what are you doing?
I just whisper to him. There is a strange feeling I'm getting from that book.
Yes, my dear sir. If I had a hat, I would tip it. Good day. I'm Moshe Stuyfen, University of Graz, Department of paleoanthropology. This dear colleague of mine, Walter Wagner, he can be strange, but this is the artist in him, right? He has intuitions rather than logical modes of thinking. I do so. Please excuse him. I'm so sorry.
He's sort of like rubbing the bridge of his nose a little, and he's saying, "Look, if you want to take a look inside that box and see if there's anything that takes your fancy, then sure. But if you want to check something out, then you'll have to pay a membership fee."
Out of character, that's going to be fucking impossible for me.
Depends. The membership fee might not be that much.
Oh my good sir, I would gladly. How much is it?
The membership fees, let's see, it's about $4.50 a month.
Let's see what I have on me then. Yeah, sorry, that's the one.
He doesn't have a single coin.
Allow
Nope.
me.
Bob's moneyless.
Allow me. I'll have to roll for it, won't I?
No. You have 20.
Oh, right, okay. Allow me then, my good sir. Here is the money that is required for that membership. Again, I do apologize for my strange request.
Yeah, he put the 20 down on the table in front of him. He says, "Well, I'm sorry, sir, but I don't have change. I mean, I can give you a card that will only expire after a 4-month period, but I don't have change."
That will be perfectly fine.
Let us not sweat the small details now, shall we?
He takes out a small cutting device, like one of those things that you use to slice strips of paper, but it's more heavy duty than that. It's smaller, more compact, and he's actually cutting out a card using it. It's like a sort of weird press, and he puts on he puts it under the machine, and it actually engraves your name. Under just Professor Wagner, and there's a number put into it, and then an expiry date. And he cuts out the thing and he hands it to you, and he says, "This thing says anytime you want to borrow a book or when you return a book, just show us this. We know that it'll be printed here. Should be fine. Okay, if you want to take a look inside that box, these are all returns. So they were just going to go back up on the shelves anyway. Just be sure you return them after, say, a couple of weeks."
That's perfectly fine. To be honest, it might be just possible if we can check them here over at that desk over there, if that will be...
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to take those away and just, peruse them at that desk, that's perfectly fine.
Considering that I'm skulking, can I skulk over to the desk when they're there?
Yes, you could do so without looking weird.
Okay, I lift the box, thank him, give him a little nod, and I walk over to one of the desks that is a little less populated, if that's a possibility.
It's fairly quiet at this time. Also, I'm going to assume Bob wants to go and find his meal now.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bob wants to examine books and whatnot, but he's really hungry right now. He figures it's only going to take him a few moments to just sort of find someone who's off guard, go and just very quickly have a snack and be right back if he's discreet. Since he already rolled really good, he does manage to find a rather mousy-looking girl who looks like she's in her mid-20s. She's reading a lot of history books from the looks of it. She's like taking them off the shelves and she's looking through them.
Can I glean kind of history she's reading?
She's looking through largely like French Revolution type stuff.
Right. Ah, littéraire, mademoiselle. I'm sorry. I had to take notice. Are you in? Is this the revolutionary period you're interested in, or the consequences, or or maybe you are interested in the metric system that was a development thereof? Sorry, I gush when it comes to this stuff.
I'm struggling to follow because there's a cunt in the background who won't shut up. Nicky! But yeah, so she looks up at you, very taken aback that someone's approaching her in this library. Says, oh, no, I'm a student of sociology. I'm doing a PhD. But I'm trying to find repeating situations where revolts occur throughout history, and I'm sorry, I'm not particularly good with people.
Oh no, I'm sorry for approaching you. I was just so excited that you were interested in this topic. That no pressure. All is fine. All is fine. But could I perhaps have a look? I might be able to help you with what you're looking for.
What you want to show me to more relevant information that may help?
Quite, my dear.
Okay. Are you also a? No, you're not. No, are you a professor?
Oh no. Well, I do dabble. I'm a visiting professor of paleology, cave bears and such. But yes, I do like to dabble in the history of human affairs as well.
Oh, I see. So a casual expert then. Well, if you know more about this topic than I do, then do you have any particular sources in mind that I can peruse?
Well, there is the history of the the early metric system, the metricity movement, which nowadays it has engulfed the globe, but back then it was a radical movement, and it's really quite interesting. I'm not sure if that is what you were looking for. I am the repeating kinds of so you. Basically, I think you're looking for revolution, right? Different how revolution works, right?
Yes.
So yes, so I could perchance get you to the Babylonian section, because there was a cycle of revolutions, really, about every 50 years and such. We had. Basically, everything got turned upside down just because of how their society worked, and that's a very good study in how revolutions work. So,
I mean, it seems interesting. I mean, I'm just specifically looking for the causes behind the the turning point where
Yes,
the people
yeah.
stop just following their leaders mindlessly, and then they overcome their fear, and then that crucial moment where they all band together. It's that I'm trying to find. If you could show me some of these books, then yes, please lead the way.
Yes, I shall. I think I shall. I think I know where to look. It is mostly about when a significant number of people get disenfranchised enough to start a movement. So please let me accompany you.
She gestures for you to lead the way. This is a very
Sorry, was this
elaborate
too much?
feeding.
Yeah, when are you gonna bite her?
Chomp!
Okay, you're walking ahead
come
of her
on!
to the Babylonian
It's a fucking
section,
role-playing game.
and then you turn around and jump her.
I thought you said come on to her then. Just come on, get out the door.
It's for fuck's sake, woman.
Yeah, 3. I take 3.
Okay, you take 3, which is enough to leave her groggy and half conscious. She
overstudied. She needs a coffee. It's fine. Lick the wound closed. It's fine. Leave her there.
Actually, just give me with a very low difficulty. Only a difficulty 3, perception and subterfuge.
Yes.
You're biting and licking someone in a library.
Yeah. That is 6, 3, 9.
All right, very good. Yeah, just as you're finishing, you do notice that someone's coming round the corner, but before they see you, you make it look like you're just laying down one of the books that she herself was carrying, and you're laying it down next to her. And as they see you, you turn and you put your finger to your lips, and you make that shush gesture, and you point to her, and you make that motion like she's like nodding off.
Yeah.
They just look at you and go, "Oh, right, yeah, okay, no worries." Okay, so we've avoided a creepy situation of him licking some girl's neck. We cut back to at the moment, Edith, Walter, and the doctor all sat at this table. So, Walter, you've got a box in front of you. It's a topless, it's topless cardboard box.
I asked Walter why we're checking it.
Okay, well, first, it has about 60 or so books in it, from the looks of it, varying different shapes and sizes and genres. And now Edith asks you that question.
Well, I felt a rather unusual pull from when he lifted the book out of this box. There was an unusual pull from it.
Can I investigate the box?
Well, I mean, that is legitimately what Walter was just about to do.
Yeah.
You wanted to snatch it away from him.
Yes!
Fucking looking through.
I mean, two heads is better than one.
I wanna, not just what's inside the box, but the box itself, because if he's feeling the visual pull, looking for magic.
I mean, am I able to discern whether it could be magic or not?
Can I roll?
Yeah, okay, so both of you give me perception and awareness on the box. Difficulty 9.
Well, one thought.
Well, I have a lot of dice, so perhaps.
I got 2 dice, so...
3 successes.
I got a 1 and a 4.
I got 10,
Oh, no.
9, 9, 8,
Use them.
2, 5, 4. So...
The dice gods fucking hate me today, Jesus Christ.
Okay, so Walter, you look at the box and you suddenly become kind of disinterested in it. Actually, it just looks like a bunch of ordinary books. What the fuck was I thinking? Fucking Edith, she can't pinpoint it. But there's something really, really sketchy. It feels like to her that there's almost like a ghost of a smell about something in that box. It kind of smells like a scent. The first, like when you're turned, when you first become a vampire, when you first become kindred, and you're embraced, all of your senses go completely out of whack. It's like the most intense pleasure. You never experience anything like it again. But there's always a certain sensation. There's always tingles. There's certain sounds. There's certain visions, and there's certain tastes and smells. Things that you never get again. And there's almost like a ghost of that smell about it.
Can I start sniffing book by book?
It won't quite work that way, but you can investigate each book one by one, but you need to give me your soul. No, let's see, perception and investigation, and if you have it, occult difficulty. Let's see. You got to roll enough times to get 10 successes, difficulty 7.
Just so you know, I have 8 dice right now because I do have a lot in occult.
Feasibly, you could do it in 2 then. But each roll takes you 15 minutes.
7, difficulty 7, right?
Yes.
Look, 3 successes on the first one.
Yep.
I guess I'm sat there wondering what the hell she's doing.
4 successes on the second one.
Okie doke. 7 in total.
3 successes on.
Yeah, just the amount needed. Okay, so it takes you about 45 minutes of taking out each book and examining it one after another. You take out the book, you open it up, you look at the covers, you look at the author, you look at the contents. You don't read the whole thing naturally. And you go through about 42 books. Yeah, you can actually. I'll get to you in a minute. Vin. There will be something that you might be able to do. You go through several books and many severals of books. And everyone's just talking about not wearing clothes. Okay. Yes. Fuck me. Where did I write this bloody down? I've written it down somewhere. Give me just a moment. Boo, 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 boo.
While I'm doing this, I'm just gonna tell to like Walter and Bob that there is this there's like a sense I just really need to pinpoint it, just so that I don't look super uber weird for 45 minutes.
Yeah. And Walter is like, I don't know, flicking through some of the pages. The professor's also helping. He's also looking through some of the books, but he's mostly focused on his book. He's making notes.
Just wondering, am I getting impatient now?
Yeah, roll self-control, difficulty 7.
Right.
Don't you dare roll 1.
I can't help it today for some reason. Oh, fuck. 87571.
Oh yeah, master of patience over here. Yeah, you've got that urge to run off and go do something, but no, this is more important. This is really, really important here. Okay, so doctor's writing his notes and whatnot. He looks like he's actually drawing like a dot, like a line, like a chart of lining the dots kind of thing. And Edith finally comes across a book. The book is plain. There's no front picture on it or anything like that. It is at first you thought it was a paperback, but it's actually like canvas. It's got a canvas back to it. And the book is black. The bottom is scribbled. Almost looks like it's handwritten. Just the name K.M. Nedich. And this book, when you look through it, it's specifically talking about like demons and things. All the topics seem to be related to ghosts, spirits, demons, things that come from hell and the likes. And as you're reading this book to yourself, you feel like it was something that you were looking for, but you didn't really know it till you had it in your hands.
I am gonna put this in my bag and it's mine now.
It's mine now.
I'm
Like
gonna
Saya,
need
like
shit
chowder.
for it, but yeah. That means I have to keep paying for the fucking subscription.
Well, Walter, this either pertains to what we're looking for, or honestly, this subject just it's up my alley.
Yes, they have my name though.
Good for you.
No remorse, dear.
This book is very important.
What did you find in it?
It's like that feeling that we needed. So it just talks about demons and ghosts and the supernatural in general, but it's either related to what we're looking for, or honestly, it's just related to me for me.
And just for you.
It might be just for me, or it might be related to what we're doing. Either way, I need it.
Okay, fine. I guess we'll take that with us too.
It's mine.
Okay, I'll go and return the box then.
Dr. Naylor, you don't have a another copy of your not as well regarded work. Does the library stack one?
Honestly, I'm not sure. There might be something, but it would be under the archaeology section, or I don't know. Perhaps they would have put it in the fairy tale section.
Well, I'll have a gander then.
Okay, as you go off to go have a gander. Let's say Sylvia. Sylvia's been wandering a bit. Any particular areas you were most interested in, Sylvia?
Well, mostly on the history section, particularly mythology, history sections.
I suppose that's kind of lucky. Okay, let's see. Give me intelligence and investigation with any extras that you have in academics and difficulty 7.
Okay. Let me see. 6889832
Yeah, it's not bad. Considerable amount of successes. So after looking for around about, say, 15, 20 minutes, just pulling most books out of the shelf and then putting them back. Most of them are very uninteresting. They looked interesting, but you realize they don't really have much value to you. Most of these, a lot of them are subjects you already know, or they're just books you don't want to swipe. But you find one, and you look at it. Looks fairly interesting. Seems to be like a history of natural disasters, the kinds that seem to crop up, and then people weren't able to see them coming. Lost people died. And you look at it, you think, "Ooh, very interesting." You read a couple of lines, you think, "Yeah, it's fine," and you put it back on the shelf before you realize that the author's name was very familiar. And it takes you a few minutes to remember where you put it. And please shut up. Shut it. Right. Okay, he's done. Yeah, so you find it again, and you look at it, and it is a book. It's just titled "The Unforeseen: A Chronology of basically a chronology of death and disaster," which is not a very nice name. It's written by a guy called Carl Ian Nedry.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that one. Like Ruins of Enoch.
So with this book, can I go over to Bob with it?
Yeah,
Oh,
if you can find
Well,
Bob.
if you can find Bob.
Yeah, he is
okay.
definitely exploring right now.
Okay. Is there a possibility that I could maybe roll for it?
Perception and perception and alertness. Difficulty.
Alertness.
It's a pretty big place with lots of shelves. So again, 7.
Yeah, okay. Let me see. 1981.
9, 10, 8, 1. Cool. So 2 successes. Right. So yeah, you wander around for a bit. You search search around the rest of the history section. You don't find them. You look in places to do with occult. Nope. You look in fiction. Nope. Sorry. I mean, like most of the nonfiction, like biographies. You don't find him anywhere. You think, perhaps sciences. He's not there. And you're passing by the fairy tale section when you find him just rifling through books.
Hey, Bob. Bob? Look what I found.
Sylvia. What have you found?
Check out the author in this book. Carl Ian Adrian.
What?
The Unforeseen Death
No,
and Disaster.
You are a treasure. Thank you.
So I'm sure you'll help me look through this book.
Yes, we shall.
Wonderful.
How best to steal this book?
I suppose I could maybe put it in my bag. I do have basically a treasure trove here. It's not like they'll find it even if they were to look through it.
Or you could make a very bad copy.
You stand outside the window and I drop it.
Okay. I stand by the window.
I'm sorry, book heist.
How quick did you get out there? Jesus.
No. Look, this is a long-term plan. This does not need to happen right now.
Guys,
It's okay.
Guys, I need to remind you, most libraries allow you to rent books.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I paid for a membership.
Yeah, but
Yes,
it's only
but I
2
don't want to
days. We
leave my
need
name.
more. We need to leave more.
I think if you don't give them back, They're not going to call police.
Yep.
But they're gonna call the police either way, okay?
No. I mean, I paid for a membership.
Okay.
Committing book
Okay.
heists.
Wait. Okay. Hold on.
We
If you have the membership, Walter, then okay, fuck it. Then I'll go through
No,
you. Or
And it's like
Don't borrow
4
it
months or
for a
something.
membership with your fucking real name.
It's hard not to when the dude tells him I'm
Uh.
fucking Walter Wagner.
Well, you
Yeah.
Dang it.
him that.
It's okay. The camera can sort it.
Yeah, it's fine. Walter Wagner, somewhat known artist, fucking steals books from the fucking
Yeah.
library. He actually has a somewhat recognizable name.
Yeah.
He's
And
not
it's-
famous, but people would know him.
And the thing is, it wouldn't even be me
Like-
stealing it. It'd be his.
Only repercussion that he is going to face.
like, okay,
is
Bob. How
that
can
time for giving the
Bob.
book?
Bob?
Yes.
How fast can you make a copy of this book?
Ooh.
Fucking rent it.
Well,
Shush.
it is almost instantaneous. Give me a quiet corner.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, to be fair, you were also searching for other books. We could just rent the book and bring it back. Especially considering you can make a really quick copy of it.
Well, yes. We can also leave the copy here and take the real one, yes.
That is true, yes.
I really
Out of
hope
curiosity, how quick would it mean to be able, like, okay, how quick would it be to make a copy with, what is the requirements?
Well, I would have to know what I'm copying, so I would have to read
Well,
it.
Storyteller, sorry, what would I need?
Sorry.
What would you need to make a copy?
Mhm.
Pen and paper and a lot of time.
I'll be a Tremere.
Fucking hell,
I
dude,
mean,
you know
I
what I
have a copy.
mean?
Well, I actually don't know what you mean.
Like, Bob is able to make copies, like,
If
in a flash,
on
right?
Google
So
Docs,
what enables him to do that?
Read it.
Blood.
That's 3 points in thaumaturgy as well as the
Oh,
path
fuck.
of conjuring.
He doesn't
yeah, fuck
require to like read the whole thing because he can basically copy an object like atomically.
Yeah.
So whatever the contents is, as long as he rolls successfully, the content should be the same. So none of the words should be garbled.
Okay, because I thought it might have had something to do with academics, but okay, sure.
But
Never
I
mind,
need
I'll
to
leave it to
understand
Bob.
the thing I'm making, basically.
Look, there is something important in this book. I swear to God. The Kane. I swear to Kane, there is something
swear
in
to
here
gosh.
that is. There is something important. I hope that you may be able to find it so that we may be able to make a copy of it.
I swear to the prince.
Swear to, fuck off. Are you kidding me? Prince? Fuck off.
I
You
swear to the
almost said it.
Archbishop.
You
I
almost
swear
said
to the Senate.
Mistress
We
Sylvia,
have
if you
something
say
here.
so. If you say so, I do believe you, and I shall try.
Thank you, Bob. I greatly appreciate it.
He's so happy to be useful.
That's so mean.
Well, he is useful.
Very.
What's a bob to roll?
Give me a second.
I mean, generally it would be just willpower, but you usually let me roll intelligence technology for books.
See, it depends on the complexity of the object, but here it's a book, it's a paperback. And let me have a look. See, what was the thing again?
I just thought, what if you copied the book without any words in it? How long would until the library noticed?
That'd be a while.
There's was like
Nobody
pages
ever
with a
checks
cover.
that one out. Nobody notices. Oh no, the book is fuck. Happens all the time.
Oh no, the ink disappeared. Oh, what a shame.
What a shame.
What a rotten witch guy.
I don't understand.
Slow down.
Okay, I have a question. What if I went to another section of books and I just replaced the cover? How long would it take for them to notice?
Depends on what cover you replaced it with.
Depends if
A children's fairy
depends
tale.
on whether the book is
A
checked
children's
out.
fairy tale. I don't give a shit. Whatever book cover it takes.
It's up to you if you want to do something that dumb.
I was curious, but okay. I'm not gonna do it.
I mean, wouldn't you have to rip the thing off?
Yes.
No, because there are other. No, you don't need to do that because there are other books with actual covers which you can just basically take off because they're
Ye-
they're like hard book.
Oh.
Yeah, but
And then take it and then cover
this-
the other book with it.
Is this one of those books?
Well, I don't know.
So cover.
We have yet to figure that out. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Willpower and intelligence.
Willpower. Hold on.
No,
What the fuck is willpower?
Bob.
Oh.
Willpower and intelligence.
I mean,
difficulty 7.
Sorry, again. Wait, both?
Yes.
I mean. Okay, willpower and what was the other thing? Sorry.
Intelligence. This is one of those cases where more dice can hurt you.
Okay. So that's 5 successes.
Okay. You managed to make an absolutely perfect and indistinguishable copy. You even go through books, through the pages on both to make sure that each page number is the same, that each word on the top is the same. Everything is perfect.
Do I know which one I just made and which one is the original?
It's very difficult for you to tell because they are 100% identical. You have no idea.
Okay, so I try to leave the one that I think is the copy, but I don't know.
So do you tell Sylvia that you've done it so that she doesn't do something silly?
Yeah. No, I've done it. I've done it.
Excuse me.
There you go, Mistress Sylvia. We can now study it in our leisure.
We can now steal it.
Thank you, Bob. But nevertheless, you don't need to call me Mistress. Sylvia.
Oh, I forgot. I'm terribly sorry.
No worries. But thank you very much for this.
How
this
should
job.
I address you?
Just call me Sylvia. Thank you.
I would so like to give you some honorific, but well, if you are so inclined, thank you. Okay, good.
Okay. So, without the camera looking, I shall put this book inside my bag and then turn around as if I haven't done nothing at all. Nothing wrong.
Yeah, give me dexterity and subterfuge.
Excuse me, what?
Difficulty 6. Without the camera looking, there's
Dexterity and
cameras everywhere.
subterfuge.
Yeah.
That's no fucking camera, god damn it.
And subterfuge. Let me have a quick look. Okay, let
Does
me
that
see.
mean that they will saw
Dice
like
roll?
a vampire and just manifest the book out of thin air?
I mean,
Wait, what?
couldn't you just...
Look, just 10, 7, 10, 4.
10, 7, 10, 4. Yeah, he's
And
piece of
5.
this.
Okay, no, wait. 10, 7, 10, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. You take 10, 7, 10, 4 is 5.
10, 7, 10, 4, 5, yeah.
10, 7, 10, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's several successes. Okay, so yeah, you've got one copy of the book in one hand, and you've got the other one in the other, and you're placing one onto the shelf while you just bring your hand back and you just put it down to your side where your bag is because you've got it like sort of just draped next to you, and it just looks like you're putting your hand back down to anyone watching.
Mm.
Nothing suspicious looked like it was happening there.
Great. Guess I've got it in the bag. No pun intended.
You intended it.
I did. I'm sorry. So I'm just going to go back to wandering around and look at the other artifacts, which are, at least guarded.
Yeah.
I need to fucking feed again. Fuck you.
I do.
He just made a copy. It costs a bunch.
Yeah, it takes
Oh,
free blood, so...
I'm sorry. Oh boy. I owe him
It's
a
fine, it's
snack.
fine, it's
That's
fine.
Bob is forever hungry.
I'm
I'm
well,
gonna
ever useful.
get Walter to check me out the demon book.
So you
Oh.
take it back out of your bag and hold it out to him.
Got confused then because I was like, wait, what?
Well, we need to probably do it legally.
Okay. So we go up to Archon, and I'm like, hello, my good sir. Can we possibly rent this one? And then I show him the book.
He takes the book from your hand, looking very weirdly at it. He looks at the cover. He turns it over. He turns to the front page. He looks for a name in there. He opens up the back to see if there's like an appendix or anything like that. And he's like, what? I don't even recall us having this book. There's no title anywhere. Hang on a minute. There's got to be a sticker on this here somewhere with a number. Yes. He starts like flipping through the pages and he's looking at all the usual places where there might be like a bookmark or stamp or
It should be on the
something.
spine.
And he's like, there's nothing. I'm gonna have to speak with one of the librarians. Can you wait right here?
Yes. Is there something the matter?
Well, it's just this book. It doesn't look like it belongs. I mean, if it so happens that it doesn't, then I suppose we can just give this to you, or I don't know. I don't know what the procedure is. We might have to keep it.
I come up to
Okay, so you're just there.
Look,
Yeah.
what, didn't Marco just have this? It wasn't part of the library, was it?
It was in the box of returns.
Would it be? What would the? What would the protocol of awing him be?
The protocol would be to use awe.
No,
on him.
I mean, like, would anyone else notice if I awed it? Would it be okay to awe him and then just leave with the book?
Using awe is not really noticeable. People that have been awed may remember that something was wrong. They might not be able to explain it.
Might be worth a shot. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna awe him.
Okay, so that would be spending a blood point and using charisma plus performance difficulty 7.
Right. And if this fails, He doesn't notice, does he?
Not really, no. But
okay.
you have to do something that would make it look like you're trying to attract his attention to yourself.
Yeah. Make
Okay.
it believable.
Well, fuck. I'll try and like interact with him with a little bit of small talk. Like, if would it be possible if we speak about this? I'd say,
Can I sense sin while he's doing that on the librarian?
Marco's not a librarian.
I mean, the dude.
If you want.
What was it again?
Check out
Performance?
dude. What did you roll for that?
Charisma performance.
Charisma performance. So that'll be 6 dice. One, 10, 9, 9, 8, 3.
3 successes. Okay, yeah, so piece of cake. He is enraptured by your request to talk, though he cannot explain why, but suddenly he feels the need to be near you and hang on to your every word, as do 5 other people in the vicinity.
Oh, fuck.
Can you just slide offhand the book into me? I mean...
Into you? Jesus. Yeah, could I do that while I talk about paintings and all kinds of bollocks?
If you like, go ahead, talk about paintings and all kinds of bollocks.
Well, do you find folk quite enjoy the works of paintings? Bad English, I know. But then I just like give Edith the eyes, like, fucking grab it.
God damn it! I tried to put my hand on the guys with the book's hand, and I'm like trying to like move the book out of his hand while doing so.
Yeah, this would be dexterity plus subterfuge for you. But the difficulty is low because he is enraptured by Walter and the other people who have gotten up from reading their books, who have heard this conversation, this very beautiful man speaking such an eloquent way. Even they aren't paying attention, so difficulty is 4.
How fucking powerful is
4
my
successes.
Yeah, you very deftly slip it out of his hand and straight into your bag without anyone noticing.
Also, if everyone's enraptured, like, are the cameras on us?
Yes, the cameras are always on you, but your roll was high enough that even the cameras don't pick up this motion. It might look a little suspicious that suddenly everyone gathered round.
Yeah.
So you might want to...
Cameras in the early 90s in a fucking library? Okay. Sorry.
Cameras were being used for surveillance in important buildings, even in the 80s. CCTV has been around for a very long time. It's just that frame rates and whatnot weren't particularly high because they were recording to VHS.
I mean, if there were no cameras, I would buy one of them. But no, I take
No.
the books
No.
and I go away, like go through the exit.
And speaking of which, we were kind of surrounded, so I'm guessing a few bodies were like blocking the camera's image of her slipping.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. She rolled really high, so they didn't see a thing. As for these people, though, there's a bit of an issue because this guy was going to go and have this book checked out, and when you drop awe, he will remember that, and now he will remember that he no longer has the book. It'll be a little suspicious. A lot of people are also going to remember that they were awed by you, but they won't know why. So there's going to be quite a commotion. What's done is done, though.
What would happen if I just leave?
If you leave, many of those people are going to try to follow you. at least up until like the entrance.
Fuck. How powerful is my ore?
It's very
Jesus.
powerful. You've got several successes. Also, at this time, Bob and Sylvia are done investigating, looking for things. They have not really found much of note. Even the doctor is currently under the effect of awe, so he's just staring with his
Actually,
work still on the table behind him. And Sylvia and Bob, you round the corner of one of the shelves to just see Walter with his arms spread out, just sort of gesturing wildly as he talks eloquently, as everyone is just staring at him. And you've seen this happen before. You immediately know what's going on.
can I awe some of the people away from him?
I want to
Would
make
that
things
help?
worse.
I mean, if they're awed already, might I have a drink again?
There's cameras.
Yeah, there's cameras. I
Cameras.
already
The
asked.
cameras aren't awed.
Oh, yeah, fine.
Also,
fine,
people remember
fine.
what happens to them
I
under the
shan't.
effect of awe. The thing is there's a very simple solution. You don't have common sense, so I'm not giving it to you.
Thanks.
No.
But any veteran player of this game should know what the solution is when you've awed people and you don't want to do it anymore.
Wouldn't it just be like, oh, would you please mind going over there?
You're close.
Even.
You're on the right track.
Fuck.
At this point, I should just fucking tell you. You could switch awe off.
All right. I didn't know I could do that.
You
Fine.
can just decide to stop doing it.
Okay, I switch R off, and I'm going to assume they're going to take a while, like a little time to come around, so I'll just fucking book it for the exit and stuff.
Yeah, there's a few moments where everyone is like, whoa, what? Hang on a minute. And then you hear Marco behind you as you're leaving go, hang on a minute, where's the book? And then you also hear the doctor going, what the hell?
Well, I'm already outside now.
Are you all right, Marco? You gave it to Dr. Naylor. Are you fine?
No, I don't require. And then Dr. Naylor goes, I maybe. And he's like, no, didn't you leave it on the desk right there? Where's it gone? Well, it's a mystery. We have a mystery book show up, and now it's gone. What a conundrum!
A conundrum it is, and it shall remain such. Much obliged.
That sounds ominous.
Marco says,
Do I roll intimidation?
Well, you can try to intimidate.
Don't make it worse.
You're not a very intimidating guy, so it'll be difficulty 8.
I mean, like, are you intently staring at them while going, much obliged?
I was actually going to ask,
No, it shall remain a mystery.
I was going to ask, could you turn off all, but I thought I was being really dumb. Like, I don't know, it just didn't sound right.
I mean, it's not like you can really seduce your way out of this, can you? Fuck.
Oh, I'm already outside.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah.
Because wait, you fucks left
It's
me in
just
here?
Sylvia and Bob there
Yes,
now
we
among
got
a
the
bunch
book
of
and we ran
people.
for it. Actually, who cast the other book?
All right, in that case, I'm leaving.
The other book!
Okay.
Wait, what other book that you left behind
Sylvia has
while
the other
you
book.
left? What is it?
The
Huh?
one that we were originally getting with Professor Doctor.
You mean the one that the
Yeah,
doctor
that's the
was
one
just
you have.
copying from when he was interrupted by awe?
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right.
I thought you took that one.
No, we ran
Yeah,
off with
no,
a different one.
It's still on the table.
Which one
with
did
his
you run
very
off with?
incomplete notes, right?
All right.
They ran off
Bob?
with the demon book.
Yes.
Bob,
Yeah, and
Bob, can you just okay, if you fail your intimidate, I can try to seduce at least one of them so that you can maybe swipe the book, okay?
Okay.
You want to swipe the book away from the doctor while he's like
No,
trying to
no, no,
help?
no, no, no. Not the fucking doctor. I can explain, but to the other guy who's actually looking at us, like, what the fuck is happening? I can maybe seduce him just so that Bob can take it.
Can't you just pick up the
Wait,
book since he
wait.
wants it gone anyway?
Look,
Okay. Sorry.
Wait,
I need
the
a breakdown of which books are with whom.
There's
There's
only
a
one book in the library, and it belongs to the doctor. He can just take that.
Yes.
Yeah.
let the doctor
Yes.
take it. Okay,
It's
look,
literally
Yes.
his book.
look, doctor.
Yes.
Do you mind if you could take this book out with us?
Yes. I would. Let's see. I can't necessarily take you to the university with this book.
You can
All right,
still
very
take
well.
it out just for a look.
We'll take the book, and then we'll figure out where would be the best place to go and continue our research.
Wonderful.
Okay, so he collects up his notebook, pens, and he's got a bunch of other like books with him, like some like historical, archaeological stuff, and he packs them all into a nice big like attaché case. Very well, then lead the way, then, madam. I suggest we leave now before this gets dicey.
Yes, wonderful. And I lead you outside, and then we get into by the car, and we meet up with everyone else.
Yes.
Wonderful.
least-
Bob, I assume you are following.
Yes. Yes.
Wonderful.
I leave. I'm there.
At least we found
We are
out I
now
can get
all
us a ton of snacks
evacuated.
before.
Hello,
We did
Edith.
that before.
Walter.
Unfortunately, storyteller. One second. While I was looking, did I find the book by the by Naylor, the one that got him in trouble?
Yeah, I'll have you roll in hindsight. It's a very difficult
Sorry.
roll. It's a very difficult roll. It is for you intelligence and academics. Difficulty is 8.
That is 2 successes.
2 successes. You
Wait,
did
3.
manage
3.
3. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Sorry, there's frog in the throat. You
Very intelligent,
managed,
very academic.
yeah, you managed to find it, but it is tucked away in one of the archaeology sections. But it's alongside a bunch of other books that are very fringe, very unknown topics.
Yeah, I slide it into my pants. It's fine.
Okay, dexterity and subterfuge.
Yep.
Difficulty 7, wasn't it? Yeah.
Ooh. 10, 9, 8, 4.
Okay, you make it look like you were essentially just sort of just adjusting
Actually,
yourself.
bold. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're just sort of like adjusting your jacket and your shirt and whatnot. But that book magically seems to disappear while you're doing it into like an inside pocket. You made it look like you never had the book to begin with.
Also, when outside, can I give a cheeky hug
If you like.
for the cheeky snack?
Oh God! No.
If you
Are
want
you
to try
kidding me?
then
Oh,
you have to roll
We could drive somewhere. You never know.
dexterity and
I could
Let's
awe
see.
people for you. I'm
Dexterity
fucking
and what?
powerful at it.
Even I could
dexterity and
also.
brawl.
Shouldn't be strength and brawl, usually?
The thing is, I'm not trying to come on to him aggressive. I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, thank you so much for your help." Hug.
Yeah, but this is to see if like you're deftly doing it, like sneaky doing it, or if you see something is very off about your intentions.
Okay, 10 and 7.
10 and 7, yeah, okay. He just sees it as like a chick, just sort of being friendly.
This poor fucking guy.
I take a blood point.
Just one. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a small cheeky snap. I don't want to hurt
Okay.
him.
Okay, you take a single blood point, and yeah, the blood feels really good. Definitely feels like there's some of your sire in there. Him being her ghoul and everything. And tastes at first very pleasurable, and then a little bit sour. It's a strange sort of juxtaposition of flavors.
You calling me sour?
You sour patch kid.
This is all about perceptions. It's not my insult, it's hers.
Wait,
so
wait, my childhood drink. Oh fuck!
Oh, wow.
Edith, why?
Oh.
I can't
Eat
be
it.
blood bonded to more than one person, you know.
You want to drink some more? Hmm?
yeah, you take a blood point, you get a slight fill, you feel pretty good. When you release him, you close his wound. He gets a bit unsteady on his feet for a moment, and at first he thinks that at first it's difficult for him to get his bearings about what happened, but he looks at you, he knows what you are, and he looks at you very concerned. He says, did you just do what I think you just did?
Don't think about it.
I mean, that was very
Actually, you may wish to give him a lick.
I mean, I did lick him close.
Wait, what? God damn it! Am I meant to lick him close? Like, what the fuck?
Wait, Sylvia's gonna lick him close?
Jesus Christ!
Do you want to
Alright.
compete?
Doctor,
Yeah, let's
like,
all
am I
lick
meant to
him.
fucking give you my blood now, Doctor?
I'm sorry, I do not understand. That was a very unique experience. Quite pleasurable, I would say.
I'm sure you feel drained. Maybe you want to take a seat.
I mean, yes, I feel a little more tired now. I don't feel altogether too bad. I think that your very polite friend over here, who did not ask, I will add, was quite gentle.
Well, I'm glad she was.
Well,
And I take my hand around his waist. Maybe we should just sit down for a little while.
I think we should get far enough away from this place before they think something is really wrong.
Exactly. That's why I'm offering you to sit in the back of the car.
Yes, there does not appear to be a lot of room in that very
Don't worry.
beautiful car.
Don't worry. I can make room for you.
I'm not entirely sure what I'm saying to this, but I will take you up on your offer.
So, like Sylvia
worry.
is sitting on Bob's lap, and the professor is sitting on Sylvia's lap. Sorry, doctor. Sorry.
He can sit on my lap. It's okay.
I'm going to sit on his lap.
Yeah,
I could sit in his lap too, you know.
I need to find
Jeff
out his
Adams wrapped
cock.
around him. Okay, covered with net.
I like how your lap feels, Doctor.
My.
Okay, so what the fuck are the rest of you doing?
I'm just
Just
getting back into
staring.
the car and I'm studying
I'm
the book that I
staring.
have.
You're just
with my
staring
mouth-
at me.
walking
This
towards
isn't
the car.
Yellow Taxi, may I remind you?
I'm staring with my mouth open. I'm like, and she says that I'm the degenerate.
Walter, if you want to do some degenerate things, we can too.
Yes, I do. But
She has had a good teacher.
Are you seeing this shit?
You
First
do
Bob,
realize I sired Edith, right, Walter?
First Bob, then John, then the doctor.
Excuse me, what? I never tried to seduce Bob.
I never
And
said
John?
you did.
What? Then why are you insinuating it, then, huh, Walter?
Are you fine? Like, you almost called me Bob.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I am
tell you're
most
fine.
absolutely fine. Finally fine, may I add.
Come on, Walter.
You have some interesting tastes.
Oh, thank you.
And that's coming from a Toreador.
Oh, trust me. I have a lot to show.
Come on, those are stereotypes. Please don't.
Okay, let's get in the car, as I'm more confused now than ever. I've never...
You do realize Edith had to learn this from somewhere, right?
Oh, shush you. You
Edith?
haven't taught me shit.
Oh, I've seen how you and Walter act.
Is that why you sit a mile up a lot?
Are you insinuating that you learned it off me?
No, I'm insinuating you learned it from me.
We did not spend enough time for that.
Are you a Toreador?
My blood teaches a lot of things, Edith.
Horniness
And trust
through
me,
blood.
it's only for your benefit, may I add. Anyway, Doctor.
Fine.
How are you feeling?
Remarkably well, all things considered. Having in mind yesterday, my legs smashed. Several of my ribs felt like they were broken, and I had not felt quite like I did before, since my time in the war. Today, I've been bitten by one beautiful woman, treated really well by another beautiful woman, and I have got my book back, and my research is, well, it's progressing slowly. So all things considered, I feel, well, fantastic.
John,
So you don't
might
feel
you re-examine him?
You don't feel at all drained?
Well, as I said, quite tired, but I somehow feel like I'll be fine as long as I perhaps get a good meal in me.
Maybe perhaps I can provide that for you.
Are you adept at cooking, madam?
Oh, I can provide something more than cooking.
I'm not quite sure how this works. I'm a little rusty, you know.
I presume you've learned a lot about our kind, right?
Well, I know quite a bit about vampires, but as to what I am, this is very much unknown territory.
How do you feel towards
You are
me?
better than human.
Well, I'll be frank, quite strange. I feel like I've known you most of my life, though you're still a stranger.
And allow me to clue you in. There are some things that vampires can also grant humans. The whole reason why you are still alive is because I gave you something of mine. My vitae.
I just whisper to Edith, is she really do what I think she's doing?
Shut up, Walter.
She's schooling a man. She wants to have a professor as a pawn. That's our business.
I like a man of academic science, okay?
You can't hear this. It's whispers, woman.
Yes, this is why you just hear it in your mind. Who?
Very fucking hot.
I am utterly confused.
So,
What are you
Doctor,
confused about?
what is your...
Everything.
What's
Doctor,
everything?
I believe, yes.
You believe yes?
I was
Said
talking to you.
Walter,
Yes,
have you never seen a ghoul before?
I have. Are we meant to be speaking about this so openly?
Get into the
Public.
car.
The doctor knows what we are. Shh. I can hear your whisperings. I don't give a shit what you're talking about. The doctor and I are having a one-to-one right now.
Hey, we were just not whispering that time. I was very fucking loud with what I just said.
I
Then
dragged
Walter,
Walter into
shut
the
the
car
fuck up.
on top of me.
Wait, what? What? What did you actually say?
It's getting more awkward. So, in the left seat, we've got the professor with Sylvia on her lap, and in the right seat, we've got fucking Edith with Walter on her
Hey,
lap.
I'm on the
Oh.
doctor's lap right now. He's
Yeah,
just a
no,
little
I
bit
see
out of
that.
it, but I'm talking to him. Don't worry.
Wouldn't this
It's
be-
fine.
Wouldn't this be much better in reverse for you, Edith?
I mean, I just dragged you into the car because I assumed that they were on the outside still.
No, we're in the car.
Yeah. I'm on your lap for some reason.
Reverse the order there. Looks really weird.
Okay, we'll reverse the order. Oh,
Okay, how would
you're
it
on my
be?
lap, she's on his lap. It's like fake
I'm on-
taxi.
Yeah. Oh,
It
God
existed
damn it.
back then.
Jesus Christ. Okay, this is just like Red Taxi then, okay? It's Red Taxi. How would it be to seduce this guy into taking my blood? Fuck it.
Well, he's already blood bonded.
Mhm.
Really,
He
he would just need a little bit of coaxing. So,
Okay.
you would probably just use charisma and, let's say, expression, and just a few words of roleplay just to convince him that this is what he needs. It's beneficial for both of you, that kind of thing. And the difficulty would be low because he's already into it, pretty much. It's be 4.
Okay. Holy shit. Okay. 9, 10. That's pretty much it because I have nothing in expression.
Yeah, okay. So you
Wait, hold on. Charisma.
Yes.
Oh, then it's 9, 10, 9, 3.
Okay, 9, 10, 9, 3. So 3 successes, and he is very much moved by your attempts to flirtatiously express your desire to keep him for yourself, and in exchange, he gets some of your vitae, and you get to share this bond together.
Mm-hmm. And not just that, Doctor. It would also help you fend off those foes you've been trying to fend off.
Well, I don't necessarily feel strong enough to take on something like that, but I do appreciate your concern.
Well, allow me to help. And I scratch over the palm of my palm. If you were to ingest this, yeah, I scratch over my palm. Okay.
Put your hand in his face.
No, there's a lot of blood flowing from me right now. Okay, and I kind of just hold it. If you were to ingest this, Doctor, you would be able to become even stronger, and you would also be able to make sure you live for several more nights.
Just nights?
Weeks, months, it all depends on you.
You could live for a day.
It's like thinking that he's dying of old age or something.
You might want to
Days, weeks, months,
upsell it.
years, it's all up to you,
decades behind.
Doctor.
You could live an hour.
Fuck up, Walter. It's up to you, Doctor. Weeks, days, years, months, whatever the fuck, I don't care. Look, you can live for an eternity. All you have to do is drink my vitae. It is what preserved you in the first place.
You can live for this amount of time. I don't
Shut the
give a fuck.
Walter, shut the fuck up! Walter, shut the fuck up, okay? Days, weeks, months, years, and eternity, it is all up to you, Doctor.
Oh, for a moment there, I thought you said you don't give a fuck.
Oh no, believe me, I give a lot of fucks about you, Doctor.
Oh, I bet.
Shh.
Oh, how many facts do you want?
How many fucks do you give?
Many, believe me.
The real question is, how many blood points do you give him?
I can give him 2.
Okay, so he takes your hand in his, and he lifts your palm closer to his face. He looks very hesitant to do it. Like there's a clear drive telling him that he needs to do it. Much like a kindred, when they see blood, they're automatically drawn to it. As a ghoul, he already feels that urge himself, but it's his first time. He's very apprehensive. So you give him a little more coaxing. You start pushing your hand closer towards him to let him know it's okay. And he presses his lips to your palm, and he takes several sips. Then he's doing his best to not just lose himself in it. He doesn't just want to start licking your palm like a dog or anything. So he's trying to maintain some level of etiquette. Myrta's being fucking weird, and
Fuck for Myrta.
I love how everyone's in the car watching you do this, including John and Bob.
it's a bit awkward.
Mhm.
Wait, I
It's
don't
not that
see
there's nothing actually
isn't that
sexual
happening
about this.
in the-
We need the doctor, okay? And we need him on his top tip strength, okay?
Isn't that happening in the library though?
No, it's
No,
happening in the
we're in the
car.
In the car.
Yeah,
We're in the
John-
back of the car.
John, you
I was
saw them
sleeping.
all. You were asleep in the car?
No, I was like just dozing off because nothing was happening.
No,
Well,
sorry.
They all came back out, all looking very pleased with themselves, a little hurried, like they were rushing. And you saw Edith very quickly catch a snack from the doctor, and then getting into the car, you look into one of the back seats where Sylvia is currently feeding the doctor some of her blood from her palm.
Like child feeding or ghoul feeding?
Ghoul feeding.
Okay.
That said, as a gangrel who's very much a loner, this is probably your first time actually seeing a ghoul feeding.
Nope.
Like, it's
Never
done.
seen it.
You've met ghouls before.
Yep.
But you've never actually seen this.
Nope.
Yeah, he gets to the point where you've given him around 2 points of blood, which is a considerable amount, especially for a mortal to drink. And you pull your hand back, you nudge your hand back gently, and he lets go. He leans back in his seat. His breathing is very deep now. It looks like he's gotten almost like some youth back. And he just goes, "Oh my goodness, I cannot describe it even. I mean, my first words, of course, should be thank you. Most graciously, madam."
Oh, trust me, the pleasure was all mine.
He cocks his head to the side slightly and says, having in mind what I just experienced, I find that hard to believe.
Well, after all, you're all safe and sound. You're feeling well, I presume. Why wouldn't it be my pleasure?
Well, I most certainly appreciate your care and your discretion.
Well, so long as you're feeling well, safe, and you are most importantly healing. That's all I
Yes.
need to know.
I feel several decades younger, in fact.
Then I'm quite glad. Maybe you should strap yourself into the seatbelt, because we're about to leave soon.
Oh, I assume that it'll be a bumpy ride then.
Oh, yes. After all, I kind of have to sit on your lap, don't I?
Well, I guess hold on tight. He attempts to strap himself in, which is a little difficult with you.
Oh, don't worry. I'll
Does
give
he-
you a
does
hand
he
up
strap-
there.
So did you guys got the book?
Oh, we got
Mhm.
plenty of books, alright.
We've
Yeah,
gotten 2 books this time, John.
More.
Three.
Yes.
Do we get all the books we need?
We got more than all the books that we need. Just not from the mission point of view, from the library point of view.
I was talking the mission point of view because
Yes.
I don't care for the library point of view.
So no, John. No, we didn't get
I
on.
want to ask you, Walter.
Yes.
Why are you being so aggressive to Walter?
I don't know. Maybe because I'm fed up with his shit.
John, don't worry.
Done,
It's all
I have-
business.
I have done nothing to you today, John. I don't understand.
Walter is an amazing person, John. I don't understand
Walter, I
either.
need to remind you, you don't have like a fresh bank account of the shit I do every night when you wake up. It's like more of you did stuff before,
Hmm.
and then you did stuff before that, and before that,
Hmm.
and you wake up and you think, what, I'll slide the screen, I can piss off John again.
I
To be
did.
fair, there has been quite a list of things you've done, Walter. But for this moment in time, I don't think there is much bad blood, at least for tonight.
Yes.
I don't find
don't-
Walter's
Anyway.
behavior to be all that
But don't-
inappropriate, really.
But don't worry, John. I'm fully on your side. Just for now, it is strictly business.
And don't forget.
Yeah, so what is our plan then?
We have 2 more books. It is up to us to actually read what is in the contents.
Oh, are we going back to the hotel then?
Most exciting part.
Yes.
Maybe I can
Or
get my fucking wallet
is-
back.
We have the doctor right here with us. We need to ensure his safety. We have 2 more books in our possession, which we need to decipher the contents of. I think we need a little more safety.
Doctor,
Yes.
where is your car?
My car is it's parked several streets away. I did not want anyone knowing exactly where I was going.
Well, we can let the doctor out, let him get in the car and follow us into the hotel. Or do you guys have some other ideas?
I mean, we can just drive it like this.
I wouldn't mind getting my wallet back. That will be helpful.
We can't go back there.
So I don't know.
I'm
It's
pretty
not
sure
fine.
his wallet is like in the hotel.
Yes.
Well-
Where can we go back to?
I thought we couldn't go back.
Why couldn't we?
Storyteller?
I mean, you guys said that you may not be coming back here. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Okay, well then fuck it, let's go back.
Yes. I would rather have some money. That would be helpful.
Walter can go back for his wallet, it's fine. I'm just gonna stay in the
I'm
car
just-
and
I'm
make
just
sure.
thinking if a doctor and yes, someone else could drive his car, we wouldn't leave it behind in case we need to split our ways after we done reading. He has to go home at one point unless he
Right.
decides to keep a pet.
It depends. If the doctor goes back to his car, I can safely take over driving.
You
His
could go
car?
with the doctor.
Yeah.
Or what do
Oh,
you
I'm
say?
sure-
Keith?
Don't worry, I'm sure he'll follow.
Well, you seem to be rather enamored.
Anyway,
What?
what?
You seem to be rather enamored with him, so would it be a
No.
problem?
It's not an effective infatuation. It's just the fact that we need him. And the more he is more inclined to come with us, follow us, or well, more particularly me, I think it benefits us all.
How about we ask the good doctor, as you're literally saying this while you're on his lap? And
Yes, Doctor.
Yes.
Don't you think you can follow us? You have your car nearby. I'm sure you'll find no bother getting back to us, right?
Well, I do not
Especially-
particularly want to go back to my home just now. I've got
Not
time
your
off at the
home.
university.
Your
No.
car.
I'm trying to explain
Okay.
that I would go with you because I do not want to go home. So therefore, I have no problems going with you.
let's make it a slumber party then.
Oh, yes.
I would not go that
Very
far.
much appreciate that.
Oh, you wouldn't want to slumber with us, Doctor?
You don't want to join with me?
I'm sure Sylvia will be gentle.
Oh, trust me. I'm very gentle with my knife.
I'm not. This conversation is going places I did not expect.
Unless John wants to join in.
With your knife?
I didn't even hear what you guys were saying. I'm slightly getting out of it.
Oh, that's okay.
So what do you say?
If you want to join in with your knife, I wouldn't mind.
I'm always up for a knife war, but what are we talking about?
Not a knife war, not with the doctor, but you can join your knife with my flesh, just so long as you are gentle.
Okay, we comply with that later, but I think we're going back to hotel up to read some books.
Yes, but after the books. Just so long as you're fine with that, then I've heard enough. The doctor can go back to his car, he can follow us. In the meantime, we can drive back in this car.
We start returning to the hotel then.
Yes.
Very quickly.
Yes.
Directly to the hotel or to the guy's car in the hotel?
The guy can go back, the doctor can go back to his car, and then we can go back to the hotel.
Let's drive him to his
I
car.
drive over to his car, we let him out, he gets into his car, I wait for him to start, and then go to the hotel, making sure that he follows.
Yes. Okay, so you drive a couple of streets away and you find...
may Bob ride with the professor, with the doctor?
If you like.
Yes.
So he directs you to the street, and when you get there, there's several cars parked there. There's like a couple of like small cars and whatnot, and he leads Bob and Sylvia towards where his car is, and it is a rather large 4x4, a Range Rover. So it's very roomy. It's a very big vehicle.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you had this kind of vehicle, Doctor.
Well, when one is an archaeologist, one does need a vehicle that is all-terrain.
But not even that. Like, even if you were to hit something at the front, it would just bounce right back.
I never thought of that. But I suppose different perspectives, you being undead and all.
We are in the city, sir.
Well, I drive defensively.
I see.
Sylvie, if you get him to give that to you, that would be...
Yes.
She's got an expensive car herself.
Yeah, but she owns the professor now.
No, I don't. Not until I get another one out of him.
Third one.
Sir, would you mind driving this vehicle to our own destination as well? The hotel?
Yes, follow the other vehicle, the Mercedes, yes?
That would be wonderful, Doctor. Thank you. Fuck, I'll climb into the car with him, because after all, it would help situations.
Okay, so you all get in, Bob in the back, Sylvia in the front with the doctor, and he starts the engine. You're all driving back to the hotel when even the doctor is kind of shaking his head at the Mercedes in front of him, but he's going, "This John is a bloody Sunday driver. How'd he go faster?"
John likes to drive very carefully on the road.
Doesn't look the type.
Well, looks can be deceiving, can't they?
Yes, they certainly can.
Sometimes unobtrusiveness is key.
I guess
Can we finish this so I can go to sleep?
Yeah,
Okay.
Actually.
You have like an hour, but I mean, you could fuck off.
But an hour
Do we
is-
have an hour?
Anarba is sleepy and he's going to miss a bunch. So what we'll do is we'll say we get back to the hotel. Walter, once again, greeting the same lady at the desk, requests the same rooms if they've not been taken. This woman's getting very used to him placing his orders, and she says, you can just book several nights in advance, right?
Yes, we didn't think we would be coming back so soon. I apologize. But would it be possible to book the rooms yet again?
Same rooms, yeah, not occupied.
Okay, thank you.
Were
Alright,
they
so-
clean yet? Because I think one of our friends left something behind.
Yes, my wallet is in one of the rooms, unfortunately.
Well, one of the rooms has been cleaned. And the other room, we were going to call someone to evict a person that was still in one of them. There is a man in one of those rooms who is refusing to let us in. Is this a friend of yours?
Oh, possibly might be, yes. I apologize again for that little problem. But by any chance, when they cleaned the rooms, did they find a wallet?
No. Are you sure you didn't leave it in the room where the gentleman is staying?
Oh, Steve stole it from you.
I sure hope not.
Walter, we could probably lockpick our way in.
That is a really dumb idea.
Well, we never know. I'm sorry, okay?
In fact,
So you want to
Sylvia,
book these rooms again, yes?
yes,
Yes.
if that'd be
For
possible.
how many nights? Just tonight?
I told the pie. How many nights are we staying?
I do
Couple
not
more, I
know.
guess. Let's say 3.
Let's say
Actually,
3 nights.
Storyteller, is there a balcony on each of these?
Yeah. This is
Okay, so we can fucking hop over one. Fuck it.
you could,
Yeah.
but I mean you're currently buying your way into the rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Fuck it.
But-
Jesus. I'm trying to think, okay? I'm sorry.
But again,
Okay.
my wallet is in one of the fucking rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And are they gonna let me in to get it so I can pay for it?
Possibly. So, okay. That's 150 for the 3 nights for the 2 rooms.
Okay, thank you. Would it be possible for me to get the wallet out of that room so I can pay you?
She purses her lips. Says, since one of the rooms has been cleaned, thoroughly cleaned, all items in there, could have been left, would have been found. So I would assume it's in that room with the gentleman who will not open the door. So all right, fine. Tell you what. I'll give you the key. The rest of you stay here. You go up.
Thank
You get your wallet. You come back down. You pay for those rooms. They're all yours.
Thank you.
Very good.
I'll take the key and make my way to the room and unlock it. Would I need to roll to? I mean, this
You
is
don't roll
Session
unless you're asked to roll, so just go and do stuff.
You just go in.
Okay.
Who would I see in there? It is the one I'm thinking of, isn't it?
Yes, it is
Yeah.
Stephen.
Right.
mean-
Okay.
You left him there.
Right.
Would we handle this without the player present?
No.
I mean,
This
can I
is-
just
Exactly.
decapitate him and be done with
It's a
it?
could, right?
We
Right.
can't.
Here's the thing. We can leave it here. Steve can decide if he wants to be part of next week's session. I'm going to have a word with him in private. And if he wants to, then cool. If not, then I'm going to find a way to get his character out of this room. It's
I
probably
can
going to
help.
disappear again. Either way, I'll sort something out. But Anerba gets to have his sleep. And the next-
I got awake a little bit more now that I'm actually talking, so we can go for a bit more.
I mean, now we
boy.
can't. Because we're at the point where we're intersecting with a character that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because
I mean, I
we
think
had
it's
very
I mean,
little time.
can we just ignore him, just go to the room and do the stuff we would be doing anyway
We
at the next
can't
session?
without paying for the rooms, and the wallet is now
Okay.
with Steve.
Well, quite frankly, I mean, if I wanted to be really inconsiderate of this, I could go back downstairs and just pay for the room myself and say, "Oh, we found a wallet."
Hmm.
Um,
That's true. But
that would be you acting out of character. I'm not gonna say what I like to do out of character, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be acting out a character, but I mean, if it just helps, I don't fucking care at this point.
I mean,
That's all.
it's a good point to stop, right?
I'm sour about my remaining 48 minutes, but I'm also
Alright.
sour about a lot of other things.
yes.
That, or I could just drain the fucker dry.
Not without.
You know, that will
Once
be in
again-
character, you know?
I mean, yeah, but once again,
But it's
not,
all up to them.
not without.
So
Yeah.
I need to remember next session my wallet. Because that is
Don't worry.
Okay,
Yeah.
so since we have some time anyway, we can just plan ahead so we don't spend that time next session.
Yeah.
The thing is, I want to like spend some time role playing, and I think that the current plan is to study the books and then see if we have more
Yeah.
hints for that. So it's gonna be slow moving either way.
Could I just
mean,
look around the room
I-
first?
I would really love to study those books.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, right? So when you walk into the room, you don't actually see Stephen.
Right.
But the bathroom is currently closed and locked. You know that he's in there. You think about knocking to try and talk to him, but then you decide otherwise. He's locked himself away for a reason. You decide it's best left on his own. You do see your wallet. It is on the side of the bed that you were sleeping, and it's next to one of the pillows. You must have taken it out of your pants when you were getting undressed, put it on the bed, and then forgotten about it.
Perfect. Gotta grab it and then go pay.
So
I
about this
mean-
other room that we had that doesn't have Stephen in it.
Though I'm gonna check the wallet first.
Can I take the other room?
If you want, yes.
Thank you. John, I'm sure you would like to take that room as well because Walter won't be here.
I think that's quite tempting offer, yes.
And also, I'm sure the professor might like to join me as well.
Oh, a threesome!
Jesus.
Hey, it's all up to them, yeah?
Okay, guys, then 46 minutes to study books.
After all, Edith, you get to spend quality time with Walter.
Oh, I would love to spend some.
Mm-hmm.
Right. What do I find in the wallet? That's the thing.
Your money is still there. It
Okay.
was a bit of money anyway. It wasn't a lot. It was like 30, 40 pounds. But you also have your card, which you regularly use to pay anyway.
Yeah.
You've still got several different types of ID, just in case.
Okay. Well, I'll close the door again. I guess I could lock it because it's just got to be him in there, isn't it? At this point.
Yes.
I'll lock it, and then because I can already keep the key, can't I? Because I'm renting the room.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that was on Discord then. Then I can. Then I'm gonna go down and rent the rooms. But will I need to roll for that?
Resources difficulty 5.
Okay, 5. Window. That is a 7 and a 9.
Yeah, piece of cake. You pay by card using the usual method. Easy peasy.
Thank you for that, my dear. Apologies for our friend up there. He can get quite tired. Again, thank you for that. We will be departing to our room.
Out of curiosity, I have the book, don't I?
The which book?
One of them. I asked for a copy of The Unforeseen Death and
Yeah.
Disaster by Carl Ian Adrian.
Yeah, you have that one.
Nedry.
Yeah.
Adri.
Nedry.
Nedry. Excuse me,
Yes.
sorry.
Think think Ian Nedry.
Ian
from
Nedry.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
It's well, not Ian Nedry. What was his name? Fuck, I can't remember his name. But there was a guy in Jurassic Park with the last name Nedry. Wasn't Ian? It was Dennis. That was it.
Yeah.
Why did I say Ian?
Which one was that?
Dennis Nedry, the fat guy who was trying to
that
kill the
man.
embryos.
Where it's
That
like,
last name.
So
Yeah.
wait, is it actually Carl Ian Nedry or?
Yes, Carl
Okay, cool.
Ian Nedry.
Gotcha. Thanks. Is it possible that I could ask the professor more about this book?
Possible, yes.
Well, can I?
I mean, you
Would
can,
it take?
but I really need to go toilet again.
Yeah,
But it's a quick one this time. Be right back.
Okay.
Oh, bloody hell.
Uh,
I had a feeling that I wasn't going to get my wallet back, so I'm kind of glad that I did.
yeah, I was worried you wouldn't get to either.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be in that locked room. And I was going to be like,
Because I was like thinking, wasn't Steve in that room dedicated to Steve?
Yeah, apparently we
Alessandro.
lost that when we lost Steve.
I was never in that room, though, was I?
We
You
had 3
were there
rooms.
once.
You were in the bathroom, but you were, I don't know, about the bedroom, unless that's where you took your,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cause
But you
he
did
was in a-
shower, so maybe you left it during then?
But he was in a totally different room, wasn't he?
I don't
Because
know.
Edith asked him for a quiet word.
Well, now he has been moving around. I mean, he isn't a stationary object. Even as an NPC, he can move around. Think of it as a sim with free will.
No,
Yeah.
that's scary.
Maybe you found
I
my
haven't been
wallet.
keeping track
Maybe you found my wallet
of
in
who was in
our
which room.
Yeah, I have almost fallen asleep because you guys were taking so much time in the library. I was
it
sobering
wasn't.
up.
Sorry, dude.
It
No,
wasn't.
it was more of me sobering up and getting drowsy.
Yeah.
It's like
I'll be right back really quick.
It wasn't even that much time because we're having a very short session today. And we spent like half an hour just talking bullshit because Fizzle's bathroom break as well.
Oh, true that.
For the most part, me and Vin were just drinking vodka.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
Vin just burbed.
I would kind of want to study my demonic book while having a casual small talk with Walter and...
Yeah, that's fine.
Is it okay to be right back for me? Because I really need to go toilet.
Here's a
Really
question.
badly.
What would I roll to figure out what I figure out from that book personally?
Okay. It is. Let's just say it's dangerous to study this book, but you know that. Your character knows this. Books like this usually are dangerous when read. Let's see. It is intelligence and occult, and difficulty is 8.
I just love how many dice I have to roll. Successes.
Good. Okay, so you're reading through the book and you're sort of whispering a lot of the passages to yourself just to sort of help yourself focus a little. And you sort of catch yourself for a moment because you realize one of the passages you're reading is a very hidden demonic summon. So you stop and you realize that this book isn't just information on mythological creatures and demons and the likes. It's actually interspersed with methodology of summoning.
Oh, wow.
Paul, I don't think that fucking moth did anything to you, you idiot. But yeah,
That was like in the library itself.
Yeah. So one of the passages that you were just reading was actually a trap to trick the reader into summoning what was effectively a medium demon, basically a demon that would not pose a threat to a very low generation vampire, but could theoretically have dominated its user.
Walter,
Yes.
this is a demon summoning book.
Is
I'm so
that-
happy.
should I be worried?
I don't know. Do you want to be worried? I mean, this is a demon summoning. Do you have any idea how rare these are?
It's not really in my field.
Legitimate as well. And if this passage is read out loud, oh, it could control the summoner.
Please don't read it out loud in the hotel. I would much rather
But it's
not
so
have
exciting.
that happen.
It is so exciting.
Sorry, I'm back.
I want to try this at some point.
I can
Granted.
understand your excitement, but
He
not
just
in the
just
hotel.
Trying what? Trying what?
Merta is getting all soaky about demon summoning book she found.
Yeah, I found a
Her
demon
mom-
summoning book.
She almost summoned a demon that could have killed her, and she's very happy about it.
Yes.
Oh, what demon?
That sounds like
A defiler in darkness.
Oh, is it the one that hates women?
Yeah, it can.
Oh
it has
shit!
dominate, potence, and
Why?
vicissitude.
Why would you do that? There are actually demons that hate women. What the fuck?
You're not in this room. Let me be excited about the fact that there's legitimate passages on summoning demons in here.
Here,
Just
top tech
careful.
moment. I didn't know she was going to be the one to read it.
Just be careful. Fucking hell.
Yes, Edith, please. Not in the hotel,
It
and
is so exciting.
possibly.
Wait,
This is
I'm
not
in the
like
room
Embarrassed.
next door with John and fucking the professor. Fuck.
Yes.
You're fucking
Precisely.
the professor.
All right, see.
Let me
Dude.
let me have my calm demon summon. Let me have
This
my
doesn't
book
sound
reading
calm.
moment. I
This
am
doesn't
very
sound
calm. I'm
This
very
sounds like
calm.
when we're having a night. This doesn't sound calm.
Does it not? Why wouldn't
What
it sound
even?
calm? I'm just book.
Yes, book,
Yamate.
a book that could possibly, apparently possess you.
Yes, it's amazing.
That doesn't sound amazing.
It is. It is.
I'd much rather not be possessed.
It's my life's
Yeah.
work.
Wait, which
This
book is it?
contributes to
It's
it.
Wait, hold on. Is this within context of Vampire the Masquerade, or like IRL book has been written tier?
I don't fucking know. I'm just going with the TTRPG shit. So whatever. Sao pulled out.
Look, if you want to be possessed, I can do that tonight if you want. But jeez, don't read that now.
But
Okay.
when else will I find out what it has in it?
I'll be getting a shower in the meantime. Have fun, you too.
This,
Yeah.
Edith, if something goes wrong in the hotel after you read an incantation, it's
I'm not-
probably not.
I'm not
gonna
reading
be
it
a good-
now. I'm just saying that I'm
Good.
really, really happy to have found this, and that one day I'm gonna read some of these somewhere. I wonder what the rest of them are. Oh, this is so exciting! Aren't you excited?
More terrifying
Yeah.
than anything.
Mr. I'm part of Camarilla.
You're not in the room.
I'm just the voice of reason in his head.
I'm
He's
more.
just-
I'm more terrified, if anything.
What?
To be honest, quite frankly.
You're also next door, John.
Yes, just let me
Are
have.
we knocking on the wall? Just
Yeah,
like
let
our
me-
ears. We have a
let me
glass
have-
in our ear next to the wall so that we can hear everything.
He's just talking about
I
his
only
character.
talk while I hear her screaming about something.
Let me
Okay.
have a calm moment. Shush. Let me have a couple of minutes of joy.
I just go out to the balcony, pull out a fucking pack of cigarettes and start smoking.
You're spending a blood point in smoking.
Do I have to?
He
'Cause
has
I have
humanity
no
on
choice.
all the time.
He's
Yes.
always able to
Yeah.
do it.
The
Yeah,
fuck?
I'm tired.
And
He's
very
got
high
very high
humanity.
humanity.
Yeah.
The fuck? fuck, man?
They have it easy.
I just
What
I
is
just
it?
start
Just-
smoking on the balcony for this.
Why are you
Alright.
stressed? I don't understand.
I'm with the nights that we've had. I think one cigarette is allowed.
Oh, but I mean, this is what I do, Walter.
I know, but please don't read it in the hotel. It could cause problems. Okay?
Well, would you like to be there when I read it somewhere else?
I don't. Possibly?
I'm just sharing my hobbies with you.
Yeah.
It's like you're painting, except a lot more dangerous.
I don't know how. I don't know if you know about my paintings. My paintings were quite dangerous with how I painted them.
Were they?
Yes.
Elaborate.
Have I never told you the reason why they're so red?
I mean, you told me what you paint, but how would they be dangerous in just painting them?
Dangerous for the people I was painting, of course.
Did you do that to them yourself?
When I deserved it.
So they didn't just come with things pre-done to them?
No. I only did it to enemies.
Enemies of what?
Oh, you know. Enemies.
Because, from Camarella's point of view, I'm an enemy.
Yes. But are you an enemy of me?
Of course not.
There you go.
But were they all enemies of you?
Possibly. But, again, I only indulge in stuff that I like indulging in.
How
So
many
when
people have you... What do you consider an enemy? I'm now concerned.
you don't need to be concerned about anything. I mean, I can paint you in a different light if you would like.
Oh. You're offering.
Are you taking?
Paint me like one of your French victims.
I mean,
Victims, jeez.
perhaps.
And then that could be arranged.
So how many people have you maimed in order for art to be art?
Who said I maimed them?
Well, I mean, red paintings?
Yes, but have
Yes.
any of them come forward?
I mean, how many people have you murdered for your art then?
Enough.
Enough.
But again, I didn't do it out of just wanting to just murder anyone.
Yes, but you have awfully loads of painting.
As you may have realized, I have an awful lot of enemies as well.
Why?
I can be very unlikable.
No, I don't see that.
Ah, there you go. Like, you always know what to say.
Do I?
Yes.
I never realized that.
Hmm.
I mean, just a second ago you were getting stressed over my excitement over a book.
I wasn't getting stressed over your excitement. I'm just stressed over the past few days.
Oh, come on, lots of good things have happened. For example, I got this book.
Yes.
Yes.
And we got the other book too.
Oh,
And
yeah.
another one.
That reminds me. Oh. I'm
Yeah.
gonna let them have your time with it, and I'll investigate it in a couple of hours. I need to figure out what all the other passages mean.
Is your... So you're just going to let them just do whatever they want with something that you have pretty much been committed to doing for ages, all because of this?
I mean, all books are equally important. They want their turn with that one right now. I can take it. Professor's here. It's not going anywhere. We don't see them jumping balconies. It's
Yes.
fine. If anyone starts to leave, then I'm concerned. Up until that point, I can get to it after I got to this one.
I just hope this hotel doesn't have noise complaints.
Why?
I think you know why.
Oh, are we
Is that-
doing something outside of book reading?
Possibly, but it sounds like they might be too.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes, there is quite the threesome in that room, isn't there?
There is.
Yes. I didn't know Sylvia was like that.
She is using them, you know.
Again, in that way, I didn't know Sylvia was like that.
Oh, come on,
She was showing some very Toreador vibes.
we're the devils. What we might,
Excuse me?
including seduction.
The
No,
devils?
I'm just talking about me and Sylvia.
Hmm.
You not know what my clan was nicknamed as?
Well, yes, but hearing you say it sounds strange to me. You don't strike me as a devil.
I mean, I just got really excited about demon summoning, but
Yes.
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 I mean, I outright smacked the guy into a cola fridge yesterday because I was really hungry.
Yes, let's not remind ourselves of that, shall we?
I convinced you to bond with me.
Yes.
Yes, and you don't see me as a devil.
Why would I? You've not gone out of your way to hurt? Well, you did set me on fire that one time, but that wasn't exactly your fault with that one. I did kind of get in the way. I did kind of jump
I mean,
into that one.
Walter, I'm trying to protect my life and possibly get into Camarilla as an infiltrating agent. Why would I hurt you? You really don't see anything wrong with all the actions that I took so far.
Well, as long as you don't hurt us. But again,
I would never hurt you unless you asked me.
the thing that worries me is, you just mentioned that Sylvia was using them, and it's
Yes.
something that you both do.
Okay, how is that a worrying statement?
Are you doing the same to me?
Have you just blanked out like 3 last sentences that I had?
Well, so you are.
In a way.
And I guess I'm doing the same with you.
I mean,
Because we need those books too.
It's not. Just slightly further than the books, don't you think? I mean, this doesn't just stop if we find all the books.
Yes.
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 Yes. Well, I guess we can just enjoy ourselves for the time being, can't we?
And maybe longer.
Yes.
Yes.
Not sure what else to say.
We can just switch to the other
Yep.
people and give them the remaining 23 minutes.
Would you be okay with that?
Yes.
Yes.
Book. I got book. I am happy about book.
Fine, let us depart to the bedroom.
Yes. Sylvia, Tillman,
Annoyed.
Professor, who else? Narva, y'all have a book and time.
The way I see, you can't give blood to a ghoul the same night, so I have to wait till tomorrow. He can go to sleep for all I care. I don't care. Fuck it, I'm gonna go to bed as well, probably, but I want to study the book first. I don't know how to. What is the requirements?
For your unforeseen
I
book?
will join you.
You're next door, you don't hear this. Okay. I'm sorry.
Wait,
It depends if you are listening in.
Does that mean Bob just heard everything that me and Edith were
What?
talking
No,
about?
sorry. Bob wanted to join the book studying session.
Oh,
I thought
Well,
that
there are
would be,
two books,
you know,
two
open.
rooms, dude. Decide which book you fancy more.
Ooh. Let me roll a dice. Sorry, the other one, not the Sylvia one. Sorry. Fuck.
So you had everything they were
That's
saying.
good.
Nope. I imagine I'm in the Steve room.
What? But
Wait.
Yeah, we're in the other room.
What?
I mean, currently the Steve room is the bathroom.
Yeah, you're in the bedroom next to the Steve room.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Well, you probably did hear Edith
Oh,
exclaiming, "It's a demon summoning book!"
Okay, so does that mean I hear a knock on the door, or
I don't know. Does Bob want to go over to that room?
Yeah. You could just
I mean,
choose.
Bob wants to go where the books are, so yes.
I mean, one of
There's
the books is on you.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want input more. The more people study the same thing, the more you can get cross references and stuff. I want to study it with somebody else.
well, I mean, to be fair, Sylvia's got one book. Doctor's got another book. John's got no book.
Yeah.
And you've got another book.
Yeah, but my book is the doctor's book, so that's not that good.
Is it
Could be
not?
relevant. You never know. You wanted to find it.
Yeah. Yes, I wanted to find it and I want to read it. Well, yeah, okay. Let me study that one then. Steve can holler through the door or something. Keep me company.
out of curiosity, what would it take to actually study a book?
Depends on if you want to try to find anything that sticks out, or if you want to do a full study of the book. That takes time.
Well, something that sticks out, preferably.
Okay, so it's a difficult role, but it is for that particular book. It will be intelligence and academics, difficulty 8.
Okay, let me have a look. And oh, for fuck's sake! 5, 6, 3, 3, 4. Oh, fuck that! I got all fails.
That's a shame. Well, looking through the book, you're trying to find any kind of patterns. If there's anything that repeats, anything that stands out.
And I see fucking nothing.
But yeah, you see a pattern. You see a pattern emerging, and it's so obvious. It's a pattern of people dying.
Oh,
In a book about people dying.
Well, no shit.
You think you found something amazing when you suddenly realize you've just brain farted.
All right. I guess I'll leave this for Bob to read in the morning.
Yeah,
Fuck.
so
Well, in
that's
the
a fairly
evening.
lengthy study. All you found was people die in this book.
In the book about dying, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. All right. Well. Wait, I'm clothed, right? Fuck. Wait.
No, you're still naked.
Oh, fuck.
Let's
Shit.
say you put clothes on.
Shit. Okay, I guess I'm just fucking naked then. Sorry.
Sleeping on the bed.
With the professor and John.
Yeah.
I think I missed the part where you get naked.
I came out the shower and I never got dressed. I'm sorry.
I'm guessing John is unfazed.
John just doesn't give a
Professor is
shit.
really mesmerized.
It's a great
Well,
way of seduction.
The doctor
John.
is trying not to look at you. It's very difficult because you keep adjusting yourself when you're reading that book on the bed. You keep like crossing your legs, rolling over. He keeps looking at you and then shaking his head and going back to his work. You know, he's still trying to decipher this book. He's getting kind of annoyed with himself because it's really slowing his progress.
I guess John doesn't give a fuck. Shit.
If you take your knife out, you might.
Yeah. True.
There were quite a number of people getting naked around John in the past, so
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess John doesn't give a fuck.
you can blame Walter for it.
Sylvia, are you sure you're not a Toreador?
I'm pretty sure I'm not, unfortunately. But I do have my knife, but I'm not going to fucking start cutting myself.
You just forgot about mortal etiquette, basically. You're used to being on your own because you're always sent on like private jobs. So usually what would happen is you would go to like a hotel because this is how you live. You'd have a shower, you'd come out, you wouldn't bother putting on clothes because you were always alone and you'd be lost in your work. And you've done it again and you've only just now realized, hang on a minute, I've now got my ass facing the professor as I lie on my front reading this book.
So,
I
are you usually spend time naked?
No, I'm not usually in the presence of others. Fuck, let me just go get some clothing.
Here I was worried that Walter is getting to you.
No, fuck, are you for fucking real? I carry a knife for a reason, Jesus Christ.
I mean, you're also naked on the bed, and to be fair, I don't see the knife right now.
Excuse me? How do you know I'm naked in the bed?
I'm in the room.
Excuse me, I'm not naked in the room, you fucking pervert.
Wait, you walked out naked. You can't.
I don't. I know.
Wait, I'm confused. What is happening?
What is happening?
You are all in that one room, the three of you, which is likely a bedroom.
I'm Bob walked in.
Yeah.
When did I walk in? What?
Wait, what?
Bob didn't walk in right now.
He did. He wanted to study with everyone else.
I think
Oh my
Bob
god.
tried that.
No, fucking stop.
he said
Everyone
he
knows what
wanted
I
to
look
go
like
there.
naked. Stop. Leave me alone.
Not everyone knows what I look like naked. Jeez.
Everyone and their
say,
mother
well-
knows how you look naked.
I mean, we can say that because Bob is such a bookworm, he doesn't even look at you. He
Okay,
immediately
good.
goes over to the doctor and
Okay,
he's
so Redson, you actually dress after the shower.
Could we study this at the table? I feel that'd be better than in the bed.
Okay, look, I get dressed to come back out. Are you fucking real?
Oh, come on, this is great character development. Do go on.
Not everyone connect character development with sex murder.
Also,
sound
I bring my
really
bag
sour.
in and out with me, no matter
fuck
what.
oh yes.
Just in case. Okay.
What
Well,
have you found out so far, Sylvia?
unfortunately, I'm too much of a dipshit to make this shit out. Could you maybe lend me your mind for a moment?
We'll do this together, right? Good.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic.
Yeah.
what
So
kind of books do you
I
guys
take my
find?
book back out and I hand it to Bob.
Yeah.
And I put it on the bed, right next to him.
So, what sort of the books do you guys find in the end? Like, is it more of the books of that author? What was his name?
I found a book called The Unforeseen Death and Disaster by Carl Ian Nedry.
And that
It
is
seemed to
who?
stick out.
Stick out.
It stuck out to me while I was in the library.
Like
It
on the
seemed
shelf?
to... Look, Bob, can you help me out just so that you can explain to this idiot what the fuck is going on?
We have In the Land of Nod, which is the one that the doctor has had kept safe in the library. Sylvia found another book by an author that does remind us of Carl Ian Edry, which was mentioned by the bookkeeper Keith. He said Edry, right? No,
Nedry.
Okay, Nedry then. Okay, and I do have the doctor's own earlier thesis on ley lines. Those are the 3 books we acquired.
Yes, because I have the Book of Nod, and now I have the Book of the Unforeseen Death and Disaster. Right?
Yes.
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 So, how about we first acquaint ourselves with the good doctor's theories and then try to make sense of the other 2? Get a bit of a method.
Dr. Darling, could you tell us a little more about The Unforeseen Death and Disaster by Carl Ian Nedry? We have it in our possession here.
Well, I'm not sure what good I'll be, but I'm not making much progress here, so yes, I'll take a break from this and I'll have a look at this. I've never heard of this author before. Okay. Cataloging early disasters. I mean, there's got to be something to it. You picked it out, and apparently it's important.
It would appear to be.
Let me have a good go at doing that roll myself. Abba. Oopsie daisy. I don't want that many dice. That's too many. Okay. Same difficulty as before. He has a good look through it. It's taken him a while. He goes really quiet while doing this. And... Oof. Oh no, that is a success. Oh, thank fuck for that. So that is 3, 3, 8, 1, 8, 1, 9. 8, 1, 8, 1. Oh. But yeah. So he's getting frustrated with it. He says, hang on a minute. There is something to this. There are quite a few disasters here.
Too much ass in this room.
There is something here. All of the disasters, they're not listed by chronological order, nor are they listed by order of magnitude or how many deaths there were, but they do seem to be ordered in a scale of levels of disasters, and there seems to be repeating themes. A lot of these disasters are to do with fire and volcanoes and the likes. There's very few here that are measuring earthquakes or floods or anything like that. It's perhaps there's more to this book, or perhaps there are more books in this series. Perhaps we can. I don't know if this might not be relevant. This could just be, hey, he just liked to put it this way. But to me, it seems like he's putting extra importance on volcanoes. So perhaps if we look at these disasters and see if there's maybe a pattern between them.
Do any of those sites resemble those you've been to, or magical places, right? Ritual places.
I mean, maybe not rituals as such. I mean, if you go back far enough in time, like take for example here, one of the sites listed is Pompeii. It's right in the middle.
Mount Vesuvius, yes.
Yes, there you go. It's right in the middle. It's not placed as, if I had to guess, I would say it's not placed as greatly important. However, during that time, there were quite a few different religions and, superstitions and occult and the likes. And I've been there. I think most archaeologists have been there at some point. It's a rather popular destination. But I'm not too sure. It's not an area that I focus too heavily on.
So, generally, would you say that this book does not follow the pattern you established in the Land of Nod?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, the work that I was doing was largely incomplete, as it is now. But perhaps using information from this book, perhaps it will help. I mean, I've got some of my own notes. Perhaps this book will be helpful. I can't say. It's far too early. In fact, right now it's far too late. And frankly, this book is beginning to, pardon my French, it is beginning to really fuck me off. I don't know who this Josef Adelberg is, but I fucking hate the man.
Let us stick our heads together then. Let us maybe switch to another book until, inspiration strikes.
You were reading your own book, weren't you, Doctor?
Sorry?
Weren't you reading a book of your own, Doctor?
Yes, Yes, I was trying to decipher the Book of Nod thing. The Land of Nod, that was the one. I was trying to decipher it. I've put down several sites, but there doesn't seem to be a pattern to these ones. Perhaps when we have a more complete picture. But currently, as it stands, we've only got 5 sites across the whole of the UK and Ireland.
I see. Well, I appreciate your efforts so far, Doctor.
This could take a while, I'm afraid. I mean, if I dedicate most of tomorrow to this, perhaps I'll make some headway. Maybe if once you're all up and awake, I realize that you do not have the same.
You work the day, we work the night.
Yes. Perhaps Professor Steufen over here will be of some inspiration.
Let's have a little chat then. Not exactly sure what Bob would be talking with him about, because it's about patterns in things we haven't been told about. So let's have a chat off screen.
Chat off screen. Bob's being schooled on patterns of archaeological sites and potential relevancies.
Yeah. Because you could go, Mount Vesuvius, Petra, Qumran, yes.
Yeah, and you could go under 5 a.m.
Exactly, and that would help no one.
Volcanoes.
We've got like 4 minutes left. Who wants to do something?
That's a thing. How much studying would I get out of the book that I have in a night?
In a night? About as much as you've already gotten. I mean, if you wanted to do a long study, then the role is going to be very different, but it depends on what you're looking for.
I suppose I would like to know what kind of summonings my book has, now that I know that's a demon summoning book.
Right.
Just so that I can keep that information inside my skull and maybe apply it at some point. You know?
Okay. It's very difficult, right? So this is not going to be an easy study book. It is the kind of book that you'll study across multiple nights. So what I'll do is I'll say, okay, how long do you want to dedicate to studying this book?
Outside of like casual conversation with Walter while we're doing that in the scene, up until morning now.
So
The rest of the night.
Yeah.
yes, so let's say it's about 6 or 7 hours. Minus the resting time, talkie time, and whatnot. We're talking about 4 hours.
Sure.
So about 4 hours of effective study time. So, roll intelligence, occult, and daimonion. Difficulty 9, and you're going to have to do that 8 times. And I'm going to keep a tally of how many successes you have here.
Okay, give me a sec. I'm sorry if I'm keeping people a tiny bit, but I need to find my demonian on the sheet. Okay, 3, found it. Sorry.
All is fine.
8 times, you say? Difficulty 9?
Yes, 8 times. Difficulty 9.
1.
So I'm having to roll once per 30 minutes, basically. 1.
Yeah. 3.
3? So that was 3 extra and not a total of 3.
Yeah, 3 extra. I'm just
Okay.
doing extras.
So how many total do you roll?
I
4
roll
now.
8 times.
So she's got to roll 6 more times.
Failure.
Okay, none. In fact, was it a botch or just a regular fail?
It was 1 and 10, so they annulled themselves.
Okay, so just a fail. It's fine.
2. Oh wait, 3.
Oh, another 3.
So 4 more times, right?
Yes.
Annulled each other again.
Okay. 3 times now.
Doing math on the go is hard.
None, okay. 2 more times.
Counting is math?
Counting is math. Shush. 2.
2, okay. And 1 more.
3.
3.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Oof.
All right, so you've learned something extra.
That was stressful.
So you've not learned how to summon that other demon when you need to, though you know it would be very difficult to do so, but you did find something else. You found, though you're not sure of the name, you have found that you could summon a lesser demon that may potentially be willing to do your bidding, but you would have to potentially trap it and have it give you its name.
But she would have to have a vessel, right?
Yes.
Oh god damn it! My brain farted so much that I wrote it down and get it to give me my name.
You dumbass.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound safe, to be fair.
Demon summoning in this game wouldn't be. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Sorry for wasting the last minutes of the session.
Okay. Any extra progress that you made basically will carry over the next time you study that book. So I'm keeping a running tally.
Session over?
Yes, it looks like it has, and essentially that is the night over as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think everyone gets 2 XP. Let's see. extra XP, extra XP point for Sylvia. One for Walter. And one for Bob. Let's see. And in fact, yeah, the only one I can't give it to is John, unfortunately.
Yeah, because I didn't do anything today.
I know.
Much had to sleep for the session.
I'll have to give you more shit to do the next time.
I don't think I'll be interested. Sorry.
You don't think you'll be interested in more shit to do?
I think he wants to drop out. But let's end the stream first, and then let's talk this out.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, everyone gets 3 XP. John gets 2.
Okay. Thank you, Fletch, for coming, and see you next time.
Gute Nacht.
Bye.